suplex.
Welcome to another edition of Thoughts Count Anywhere. Comes to you live from the Go Live Vegas studios in the heart of Las Vegas. I'll tell you what, Chief is ready. Chief has been ready since 8 a.m. this morning, and we'll get to it why he's had such a great start to his day, and he's already firing on all cylinders. Gentlemen, it's good to be back in studio. Great weekend at Unicon last week. We want to thank everybody out there. Belatedly, because this show's on today, we want to wish everybody a great, happy Veterans Day. What's happening to my audio in my head, sir? I don't know. Good. So, happy Veterans Day belatedly by one day, because we're on today to each and every person, including our very own chief here.
Thank you.
Veterans, all veterans.
Thank you.
Not active, past, present, future. Anybody involved from the civilian life that was helping the military and the families of military personnel as well. We thank each and every one of you, and we salute you. And it should be more than 2 days a year. Between Veterans Day and Memorial Day, we should be saluting veterans and people in military every day of the year.
Yeah, you should thank a soldier every day.
Absolutely. Thank you, Chief.
I got a lot of free coffee yesterday.
I bet you did. I bet you
Except for that one, he only gets 2 a year.
That's right. Well, of course, you guys know this. You know the crew up here, the crazy guys. We do this with across from me, Mr. Matt Mullen,
What's up?
the man simply known as Chief,
Good morning, everyone.
and our historian, Thomas Burnett.
Good morning.
All right. So, how was everybody's week? So everybody, have we all recovered from Unicon last week? I'm still dragging and trying to get caught up. Good morning, Ronald.
Good morning, Ronald.
You guys caught up from that busy weekend?
A little bit.
All but one of us was like running around like a chicken with their head cut off, which was you.
Me? That I wasn't?
You were.
Oh, that I was. Yeah, but you guys were working the rooms. You guys were helping Scott. You guys were roaming around. I mean, listen, I got to talk to Scott and Rob next year to have the Go Live remote studio here in this corner.
In the stage
and
right
then,
next to it.
And then, right, I got to have them a little more centrally located. Good morning. Was that Ray Braids?
Yeah, Ray.
On Twitter?
Good morning, Ray. How you doing, buddy?
Your agent took care of you, though.
Yeah, that's right. Productive Saturday morning. We thank you for watching. I had my agent here. He was keeping me on task all weekend, and I appreciate that.
It was funny. Speaking of your agent, I was walking by and I was like doing the Rick Upchurch signing, and he's like, "Oh, I'm trying to get Sledge to get her to sign our poster." And then I finished with the Rick Upchurch signing, got like 200 something autographs done, and I walked by your agent again, and he's like, "I'm still trying to get it Sledge."
Because he was busy.
And I was like, "I got 250 autographs. You're still trying to get the one."
He was busy. I can't just go up to him in the middle of a podcast.
You're fired. I'll take Matt now. Okay. Anyway. No, but it was a terrific weekend. Brianna Dawson, good morning at Echo Snow RP. Snow RP. Brianna, thank you for watching on Twitter. We appreciate it. Give us a call, 702-329-6947 to chime in. Press the number 1. We are going to begin our UWW
UW3
ticket giveaways.
giveaway.
We have pairs. We have some family 4-packs. So listen for the cue to call in and get those tickets. We are excited. There has been, the matches have changed. There's been, cards subject to change. Chief will go over the matches in a bit. A lot going on. History-making event. But with that, we must start the show as we usually do.
Hey, Ronald, give me a shout in the chat room here. Let us know that you're safe down in Florida, please.
Yes. Scott says he has not recovered. Jennifer McCord, good morning. Good morning. Krista, good morning. We appreciate everybody in there. All right. It is that time. I don't know how much has happened, but let's see. I know that we have a story if you choose to use it from Unicon.
That's exactly where I'm going.
Okay, so with that,
I don't even care what happened on Fremont this
Chief, take us in.
Story time with Matt.
It is now story time with your enforcer, Matt Mullen.
All right, I got a good story time. It was right after our show, and I was like, "Yep, I got a story time for next week. I don't even got to pay attention to what happens on Fremont." We were walking around. Was it Fandoms United we're using?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then
at the World Market Center.
There was a gentleman that was like trying to grope and touch a bunch of the cosplay girls, which is a big no-no in general.
He wasn't even a gentleman.
And then we escorted him out, nicely.
Yes.
Yes.
Told him not to come back.
Yes.
And then we turn around, do my thing again, and someone's like, hey, he's back.
Yes.
And since I work security downtown and I was going to work after this,
Yes.
I left my taser, pepper spray, and handcuffs on Scott's
Setup.
setup.
Yes.
And they were like, he's back. And I was like, let me detour real quick. And I grabbed my handcuffs and my taser. And the guy's like this talking to Scott, saying, I don't even know what he said. And I grabbed my handcuffs and I clicked them once, like flung them around, and it made a real big noise. That guy was like, never mind, and ran out the door.
Yes, he did.
I'll tell you, I was at where Rick's table was. I was in between doing something. I was standing where the football players were.
You guys were all standing with you WW girls. Don't even.
That's true. I forgot. Yes, that, well,
Let's not go there.
that is true. Great pictures from that as well.
That was all three
Good
of
morning,
you. Don't
William.
you point either.
Yeah, good.
You were geeking out to all three of them the whole
He was
every
trying.
second they were there.
Well, he was trying to get headlocked.
I did.
He
I
was,
got headlocked.
you know, who did Jennifer?
Jenny.
Jenny got you again.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, I looked up and I saw Matt running. I thought I saw Ryan going in that direction. Did anybody else go with you? Was it Jason also?
There
Or
was
just
like
the two of you.
There's the two of us and
Okay,
Scott.
plus, okay, and then I presume convention security, were they with you at all?
They were on lunch.
there was like 10 people outside.
They had one guy, and he was on lunch.
It was unbelievable.
But I saw something was going on, and I saw Scott was making a beeline. So, you know, it's unfortunate if that's the only one negative thing that happened, which is pretty negative. And we have signs. I think Scott and Rob had signs all over. You know, it's not consent to touch or anything, and it's just wrong anyway.
Yep.
But
We live in a weird society. You got to put up signs like that.
Yeah.
Don't touch the cosplayers.
Well, why? I mean, that's why I walked around with the Premier Showgirls. Which, by the way, thank you to Premier Showgirls, Carrie Byers and company. They certainly added a little something to Saturday morning's opening. Yes,
Very,
Uh-huh.
very nice young ladies.
they were terrific, and quite
Yes.
frankly, that's one of the reasons
I
why.
think his neck still hurts.
It's, that,
Hubcaps.
that's why I kept walking with them, just to be on the safe side. I didn't want them
Sure.
walking around and,
Nope.
and
We'll stick with that story.
Totally agree
Sure.
with you.
I got to tell you, it's funny.
Hey, if you don't believe it, go on his Facebook page and
Oh,
look
yeah.
at all the pictures he took.
You bet your ass.
And everyone was with a woman.
That's right. So,
I
except
wonder
for
how his wife feels.
wait. My wife took the picture of me in the show.
I was like, his wife was there.
right, she took the picture.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's the funny thing: we're walking around, and a couple of men and ladies they declined the pictures, and I had a couple of people say, "I didn't want to take the pictures because you know I got a significant other, and I don't want to get in trouble, and blah blah blah." And, you know, we
Shoulda
just
asked-
laughed it off.
Should have asked Liz.
So, as we were walking with the girls, I'm saying to them, "What kind of sign does that send about those people's relationships?" Where my wife of almost 34 years took my picture with the girls. Mm-hmm. You know, so it was just eye opening to
Exactly.
see that. But anyway, nonetheless,
It makes you wonder.
it does, doesn't it?
Yep.
But it was a great weekend, and we had a lot of fun, met a lot of great people. But let's get back to wrestling. You know what time it is for?
Good morning, TRC and Mr. William Hudson.
Oh, well, he's got pictures. He's got
What?
the proof here. I'm sorry, I didn't know
What
that this was
pictures?
happening.
There's the best picture.
Yeah.
Folks, I got to tell you,
Margaret Kerry.
that lady for 93 years old, she's got more pep in her step than Carter's got pills.
Wow, I haven't heard that sang in a long time.
And I'm going to be honest with you. What a fantastic young lady of 93 years. And I believe her husband's 98.
97.
97. And he was a World War II vet
Mm-hmm.
and a distinguished vet of World War II.
We during her panel on Sunday, somebody asked her about at her age, how do you stay healthy? How do you stay energetic? And she says, well, my husband
Yes.
does 80 sit-ups
Yep.
every day.
Yes.
And she said, and he's teaching me to probably do sit-ups. She says, now I'm up to 25
Yep.
a day.
Yeah.
And I looked, I didn't say it, I had it in my head because people are still asking questions. I'm like, I'm lucky I can get one sit-up done to get my ass out of bed. You know what I'm saying? And here she is at 94, you know, doing 25 a day, and her husband, who's 97, doing 80 a day. Oh, here's another one, guys. The ladies from The Mandalorian, Ariel and Leilani Shu. They are the Jawas from that show. Great ladies also. What else you got? What else you going to surprise me with? Oh, here's the proof. There you go. My wife, ladies and gentlemen, there is a disclaimer. My wife is the one who took this picture. So I am not flirting, and it's not anything my wife doesn't know. But then after 34 years, she knows what to expect from me. So, and there's UWW. Who do we have there, Chief? Look at the UWW. Who are the ladies there in those pictures that we have?
That's the general manager, Jenny Santana, on the left. In the middle is Katie Forbes, and on the right is Christy James.
And these two ladies along with Jennifer, huh? You hate me? Aaron hates me, our producer. He's just jealous. That's all that it is.
He is.
Those two, actually, all three of those ladies will be there. Jennifer will be on commentary. It was announced yesterday. Did you guys see that? I had no idea it was coming. The commentary team will be myself, Jennifer, and Shaul Guerrero.
Oh, nice.
I don't know.
I'm waiting for my poster.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep my eyes in the ring. I might need my agent there to keep me on focus. But
He ain't gonna keep his eyes on the ring either.
Yeah, that's going to be hard.
I was talking to Tinkerbell,
Margaret.
yes, and I actually told her my
Chief was born first.
I actually told her my real name, and the first thing that came out of her mouth was "in the mood."
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Glenn Miller. Absolutely, she was terrific. I mean, it was great to meet her, and some of the others as well. We had a good time. All right, you know what time it is. Let's get to it.
Time to get started.
It's time for some rumors, and it's time for I Hear Voices. Rumor is John Cena may be wrestling at WrestleMania 39. If that's the case, who should his opponent be?
Well, they were teasing Theory for a while, but
Yeah, they did that over the summer, right?
yeah.
What do you think, Chief? Who's he going to go against?
Karrion Kross.
Ooh.
That'd be awesome.
He says that like he may know something. You know, when he says something with authority, I always have to. Matt, what do you think? And should Cena even come back?
I definitely want to see him come back.
Okay.
I kind of want to see him come back as Peacemaker just to see what would happen. But who do I want to see him go against? Now that he said Cross, Cross.
Unless they're going to go back to the Theory storyline to maybe help reboot Theory after all this debacle with his Money in the Bank. I don't know if they can wait 6 months to do that. But
Do you really think it was a debacle? Thomas and I were talking this morning driving over, and I asked him what he thought about it, and so he lost the case. So what? He's still, in my mind, he's still going to get over. It's just a matter of how WWE is going to use him.
well, when Seth went out there, he issued an open challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, why didn't he just answer the open challenge? Why did he have to use the briefcase? That's the sticking point in this whole storyline that leaves me with a big question
That
mark.
was
Right?
dumb.
Right. So if they wanted him to keep the briefcase and not take it off of him for any reason, just go out and answer the open challenge for it instead of using the briefcase.
Well, Lashley's the one that answered the open challenge, and we saw what happened when Elite tried to answer it.
Well,
He
You
got his
essentially
ass
could have had a 2 out of 3 falls match between the two. You answer the open challenge, grab a chair, bash his head in for a couple minutes,
Yeah.
and then be like, "Oh, I lost the first match, but watch this. Catch this in. Turn around and pin him."
that would have been better if that
It would've
would
been
have
fun.
But
That
even
was-
then, you don't win Money in the Bank and you go after a secondary title to begin with.
But see, we have good creative writing on this show.
on this show.
Yes.
Oh, okay. By the way, Ronald says Peacemaker versus Black Adam at WrestleMania.
Epic.
Well, I'm thinking
The Rock. That's his
It's
new
the
movie.
#1 movie in America.
Don't go.
Remember he-
okay.
It's
Whatever.
not the Flintstones,
Whatever.
where you were watching it being filmed.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God.
The answer is yes.
All this started before we even went on the air, ladies and gentlemen. We were warming up doing this to each other as part of it. All right. So interesting thought. All right.
We're 2 weeks out, man. We missed a week. We have to
I know.
do something.
I know. That's all right. We have.
I was on my best behavior last week.
Okay.
A little too good behavior.
Rumor is the Elite will get a Bray Wyatt type return at Full Gear. Does that really matter? They
no,
were-
I don't care about the Elite anymore.
After the exploding barbed wire thing, I kind of want to see what their cinematic return's going to be, and I want to see him do something big and like it actually pay off.
Right.
Good morning, Ben.
Yep. Ben and William out there. Chief mentioned it. Top Rope Collectibles, as always. By the way,
Hey, Ben, you okay up there, buddy? Did you get any wind and rain up there? Kentucky.
Matt, you got double hide from Ben. I think. But
What's
he's-
up?
Yeah, so you got to say hi twice.
What's up with that, man?
What's up, Ben? What's up, Ben?
I do want to let everybody know when we come back from break, we're going to start giving away our tickets for UW. I'm sorry, Chief. Go ahead.
UW3.
Thank you very much. But more importantly, we have our banner here in front of us here at the desk, and has been signed by many entertainers, and we're going to start sharing some of the names. We are going to start kicking this off to start raising money for the suicide mental health organization that we talked about. We already have $500 through the Roundtable show. Well, an additional $250 to William Hudson's
Yep.
$250 that he donated. So we already have $500.
Nice.
The other $250 is donated by Rick Upchurch himself on behalf of his family and what he does here in the community. But now we're going to begin auctioning this one off to raise even more money so we can help the organization here. And the winner will get a poster with a lot of great names on it.
Yes.
Okay. Next
No,
topic.
I was going to ask
Yes.
you, where was Mr.
Yes.
Rick at this week? He wasn't here in studio. Where was Mr. Rick
He was in New
at?
Jersey visiting family, which is why he was with us and was able to rearrange his flight schedule.
That's why I thanked you, son, for allowing that to happen.
Absolutely.
I was about to say, you not remember this conversation?
Yes.
Ben says he's all good, freezing rain, and now getting colder than Vegas. Well, I woke up this morning, Ben. My thermostat said 38 degrees when I got up this morning.
Ben said it was in the 70s in Kentucky yesterday.
Yeah,
when
absolutely.
I was talking to
And
him.
then you woke. Then a lot of these places. I saw films from Arkansas this morning on College Game Day. It snowed there. St. Louis got some snow as well. That's okay, Ben. You can stutter when you type. It's not a problem.
It's fine, Ben. You put the right name twice.
All right, real quickly before we go
no
to break.
love, Hunt Thomas.
Rumors Triple H has changed his mind about pushing the Judgment Day. I found that kind of surprising that he wasn't behind that initially.
I put that, and then I saw it, and then I woke up this morning, and they were like, Triple H hasn't changed his mind on the Judgment Day, and I was like,
Well, he's back behind them.
It's all right.
But I read the
You
same
know, it's
story.
all good.
but how could they say he's not behind them when they're literally the number one thing on? That's the number one storyline on Raw.
I agree. And now the question is if those teams with
DLC.
the OC, AJ, and everybody, who's going to be the offset against Rhea? Of course, now we've got what was her name?
Mia
Yim.
Mia Yim may come in. She debuted or returned this past week. So
That'll be a good match. The two.
is she a good
women.
match against Rhea?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Most definitely.
All right, sounds good to me. All right. With that, let's go to our first break of the morning. You are watching Thoughts Count Anywhere. We're a special shout out to everybody listening on the app. 702-329-6947. Press 1. You better have that number ready because we come back. Our first pair of UWW tickets will be up for grabs. We'll be right back.
This is the story of one man's incredible journey from 350 to 200-pound weight loss and his mission to help and inspire others. Aaron Phillips. People are praising Aaron's new book with 5-star reviews. Aaron's various humorous and wildly entertaining stories portray his rise as a sports announcer, his encounters with exotic and irregular entertainers on the Las Vegas Strip through his long-running Vegas Unwrapped radio show, and his contagious and positive style of pursuing success. Call now or visit our website or Amazon now to get your copy of Let My Voice Speak to You, stories from a Hall of Fame radio personality. Order now.
It's not the worst podcast ever, is it? It's the best podcast. Thoughts Count Anywhere. All your wrestling news, all your hobbit hey, all your gimmickry. Go on over, listen wherever your podcasts are downloaded. The Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. I'm the big LG Doc Ellis. That's my endorsement. Booyah!
The Ultimate Women of Wrestling Power Bombs into the House of Blues Las Vegas Friday, December 9th. There will be 8 exciting matches, including 3 UWW titles being crowned for the very first time, featuring world-class wrestling stars such as Santana Garrett, Lady Tapa, Tessa Blanchard, Miranda Elise, Renee Michelle, Katie Forbes, the Renegade Twins, Zeta Zhang, Maserati, and many others. Don't miss UWW number 3, Friday, December 9th at House of Blues Las Vegas, located inside the Mandalay Bay Casino and Resort. For information and tickets, visit uwwevents.com.
Go Live Vegas Studios, a unique multi-camera social media virtual content creators paradise. We offer high-end services using live streaming and film production for your personal or corporate, commercial or event and campaign needs. Pre-record or live stream to your audience on multiple social media platforms simultaneously. Fun and interactive with social media comments, phone lines, live remotes, audio Foley sounds, and Snapchat filters. Be creative, get recognized, and make money. We help you by providing an all in-house production team. Visit our website at golive.vegas.
All right, welcome back to Thoughts Count Anywhere, coming to you live from the Go Live Vegas studios in the heart of Las Vegas, Nevada. By the way, I want to tip our cap, of course, to our producer and Go Live Vegas, because the remote studio setup we had last week was absolutely terrific.
It was really good.
People walking by were watching the monitors, and quite frankly, you wouldn't have known or realized that we were not in studio because the background, I mean, you could obviously because we promoted it, but it was terrifically set up, and everybody that we brought up there to do our shows. And
love you.
Was terrific. So shout out and kudos to our producer, A.A. Ron, and Go Live Vegas. You saw the commercial, so if you have any needs for videos or voiceover work or any production work, give Go Live Vegas a call, and I know Aaron will take care of it. Just tell him you.
And I know a good voiceover guy, too.
Well, I said voiceover. Did you not hear?
But I know you.
Oh, he knows me. He knows the guy. And we found a wonderful woman did a great voiceover for us the other night, too. Mercedes, the horror author that I had on Aaron's Hour, Mercedes Yardley. Well, actually, we took, you guys I don't think met her, but she was in studio. She recorded her commercial, which is going to run today on Aaron's
Super
Hour.
sweet later.
Actually, do you have that commercial? Maybe we can just spot it up here so the guys can see it. But anyway, all right. So, shall we do our giveaway?
You want the commercial now?
Just get it ready in the slide. You can run that instead of mine for the next block. Shall we begin our giveaway?
Yes, we shall. I'm ready.
702-329-6947. Press the number 1. Anybody has to call in. I'm getting so worked up because everybody wants to put answers in the chat room. Twitter, no. You must call in to win.
Call in.
If you have the answer to the following question.
The first question is, who is the general manager of UWW?
Shall we repeat it just in case somebody didn't hear it?
Who is the general manager of UWW?
There you go. 702-329-6947. First caller to call in will get a pair of tickets to where?
UWW3.
There we go. It's weird when he says it regular.
I know, right?
Who is the first general manager of
UWW. House of Blues. Doors open at, I think, 6 or 6:30. There's meet and greets. There's all kinds of stuff. And I have it on good authority. Okay? It's a good authority. I'm hoping it's going to happen. But on next week's show...
I had a handkerchief.
I hope so. I hope you weren't using... Not Chief. Chief is not... First of all, Ronald, we told you to call in, but I will tell you...
In his dreams.
Chief is not the general manager of UWW. No, don't put that up. Don't put that up. Don't put that one up either. See, this is the detriment to you giving us a preview screen.
Do it.
If you want to, you can do the second one, not that one.
Hey,
Please, not that one.
We're still.
We don't get a pick, so you don't
Yes.
get a pick.
So I can't say what I was going to.
Well, if he edits it out before he uploads it.
No
we can.
balls, no blue chips.
Anyway, all right, let's get to it. You got your chip. First caller. Come on. Really? You serious now? Come on. Call in. 702-329-6947. If you're outside the area and you can use it, but you want to win it, just like we did for Unicon, you can give them away. I just need a name.
Hey,
That's what
when's
you're gonna
Miss Jennifer coming in for December?
Have not spoken to her to schedule that yet, sir.
Miss Jennifer,
But I would have to go back
when
to
are
my...
you coming in for Christmas time?
Aaron is shaking it. Why are
Put
you
the
shaking
date
your
in.
head? In the meantime, I got to wait for my big announcement. Rumor has it on next
All right.
week's show, we will have an internationally known wrestler who's going to be at UWW. Now, it's because I'm thinking.
This interview would be undeniable.
Undeniable. Well, we can say the word. We're just waiting to confirm it. We are hoping to do an interview with Tessa Blanchard
Yeah.
next week.
Yes,
So-
indeed.
That's the plan. We're 99.9% locked in. So we always say card subject to change, but make sure you tune in.
Oh my God.
Make sure you tune in next week for Tessa and TCA. It should be interesting. Okay, Crown Jewel results. I really think the big one. Let's start at the bottom one and go up. Roman Reigns defeated Logan Paul.
We called that
Yep.
one.
And we expected really Logan to have a good showing, which he did. And I thought that
Yes.
the splash from the rope where he had the phone in his hand. Are you kidding me?
That was cool.
Yeah. But he got injured. The knees got injured. But your guys' thoughts, Thomas, we'll start with you on that match.
That match was incredible. Oh, wait.
Hold that thought. The white light is blinking. Caller, thank you for calling in. Name and where are you calling from?
Carlos from Vegas.
Carlos. How are you, buddy?
What's going on, brother?
All right.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Good
All
morning.
right, Chief, give him the question.
Who is the general manager of the Ultimate Women of Wrestling?
Is that Jenny Santana?
That is
Ding,
correct.
ding, ding.
We have a winner. Wow. Good
Yeah.
job.
You got it on the first shot.
Well, listen,
See that's a good question.
go ahead, Carlos.
Wait, hold on. Is this a trick question? They're trying to get you a gotcha? Like,
Well, do you think we would do that to our fans, Carlos?
no, but, Chief,
Especially, well,
Oh.
Hey, I expect a Coke for that answer.
There you go.
Okay,
I'll
buddy.
get you 2 Cokes.
Thank you.
especially since we ran the picture with me and the ladies from UWW, and Chief mentioned the GM Jennifer Santana in that picture, so there was no swerve whatsoever. Carlos, do me a favor, my friend. Private message me how you want the name on the tickets, and then just make sure when you pick them up, have your ID with you, okay?
Will do. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, man. Thank you for listening as
Have a
always.
good day.
We appreciate it. All right, there you go. First set of pair of tickets given away. Maybe we'll do a family 4-pack in the second hour. What do you think?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see. We'll see how the universe treats us for the rest of the show. Anyway, all right. So good showing by Logan Paul, as we said. Nobody really expected him to win coming out of that because of the potential storyline. But what do you think we see next for him after he recovers from his knee injuries?
Hoping
what
he
do you think?
recovers in time for WrestleMania
Okay.
since it's in LA. But
That'd be a quick
that was the best third match anybody's probably ever had in their life.
Oh, it had to be. But that'd be a quick turnaround from a torn ACL.
Yeah.
6 months. Is that where we're at right
Well,
now?
that was like the
approximately?
initial thought when that was 30 minutes after the match. He hasn't been, I don't know if he's been seen by a doctor and confirmed it and
Yeah. I haven't seen any
whatnot,
follow-
but I haven't seen any follow-up anything.
But everybody's been pleased with his performances since the first time.
Huh?
Getting better.
He's a natural.
He is a natural. Would you like to see him in WWE full time? Just
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, with or without his brother. I was surprised his brother did not get involved really in the match, from what I saw. So
He probably didn't want to get hurt, risk getting hurt.
he's
Well, no,
smart.
seriously, he makes
Yeah, I
all that
guess.
money with boxing. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, so we got that one. Bianca Belair defeated Bayley in the last woman standing match to retain her title. I think we called that one. Yes, sir. The audience recognizes Chief.
Logan Paul's already back in the gym after injury at WWE Crown Jewel.
Well, that he didn't tear anything. See,
That's good.
That's
Yeah.
good. And it's rehab and whatever they're going to do. Maybe, I got it. Maybe they call Planet Harvest Health and they got some of the CBD salve, rubbed it on his knees to get him better.
I'm going to tell you what,
Yes, sir.
that stuff works.
I'm telling you. I
Man,
agree.
my feet feel fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And for y'all that don't know, I have neuropathy. And I'm going to tell you, that stuff works.
There you go. That's no better plug than that. So planetharvesthealth.com. I'll send him a bill for the extra plug. So, okay. But Bianca Belair, the golf cart ride that she gave
Somebody
Bayley.
watched AEW.
Oh,
I was asleep.
that's what I was thinking.
I was sleeping.
It was on when we were on the air last week.
I was still sleeping.
Well, that's evident. Anyway.
If you rewatch the show, I can verify.
Yeah.
I think I deleted it already.
Of course, we know by now, because of what happened last night, the Usos defeated the Brawling Brutes. Strowman defeated Amos. No real surprise there, but people said it was a good mix. But Strowman's getting more backlash for his posts on social media afterwards about the flippy floppy stuff.
What a moron.
It was a good match for like the big men, but Omos was beating him for like 10 minutes straight, and all Strowman did was hit one move and beat him.
Right. It was his power slam, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Right.
that's all he did.
He didn't train him outside the ring. He didn't bull rush him or anything.
Well, he tried to.
Oh, he tried to, and then he got squashed.
Right.
Almost derailed it.
So now we got these two guys. Good morning, Garth. So we have these two behemoths. Where do these guys go? What happens with Braun?
Well, Braun's in the World Cup tournament.
Yeah, but still, he's not gonna win.
No, I think Sammy's winning it.
That explains why officials came out to stop Solo from attacking Jake. Okay, that makes sense, Ronald. Thank you. I'm not now. Of course, MVP was not with Almos.
Mm-mm.
So when they come back, what do we do with these guys?
I don't care.
Okay. Next topic.
No,
I understand.
Listen, I'm being honest. Okay. Neither one of them excite me.
Mm-hmm.
They had their match.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? How big? How tall's almost 7'4"? What do you
Something
do
like
with a 7'4" guy? I mean, you're going to put a 3-on-1 match on?
You can't do that all the time. No,
That's
yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
He's got bigger guys to go after. Well, it's not like Strowman big, but him against McIntyre, against Cross.
How about the boys down in NXT? The two fellas that are down there that are pretty good size. Move them up to the main roster, maybe. Have it, but and Strowman, he's been there, he's done that. Let's continue on.
Okay.
Thank you.
You are. Was that your rant? No, not yet. Not officially.
Since the girls are hubcaps, are they monster truck tires?
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody is firing on all cylinders today. I'll tell you that much. All right. The Judgment Day defeated the OC. No surprise in terms of what we saw there.
No, not what happened Monday. No.
Let's see. Drew McIntyre defeated Cross in a cage match.
I called it.
Yes, you did. I think we all called it.
1-1.
Yep, makes it. They got to do another one at Survivor Series.
Right.
No.
You think?
Well,
No.
but he came out with the Brawling Brutes.
Yeah.
He helped them last night.
Yeah, because that Drew and Cross ain't having no match at Survivor Series. Oh, who called the men's War Games match, by the way?
I don't know who did.
I think it was me.
The historian got
Yeah.
one right.
Yeah, I got one right.
What War Games match?
For Survivor Series. Drew,
Joining the Brutes.
Sheamus, and the Brutes against the Bloodline with one more member for Team Drew.
Cross.
Could be.
You know whose name? Did you? The show that you were yelling about with me earlier about whether I listened to it or not.
Yeah.
Who would be the best guy to go against Sami Zayn in that team?
Thanks, producer. My ears hurt now.
Who would be the best guy in that matchup to go? Let's say if you match everybody up, your fifth person. Who's the right person to be added as the fifth person?
For Sammy?
Yeah. It's the obvious name.
KO.
KO. To be part of that team to
Yeah.
go up against the Bloodline. And then you can start deep rooting maybe the storyline of where Sammy breaks away eventually. KO come together as a tag team because now talk is, and again, it's just talk. There's nothing, of evidence of it. Perhaps Sammy and KO now are the ones that will eventually go after the tag team because of the issues Sammy has had with Jay, and they are the ones that will take the tag team titles off.
Well, we've been saying that for the last
Of course.
couple months.
Yeah, of course. So Ben is also in agreement, Kevin Owens. So I would love to see that, especially since he's been relatively quiet on TV lately.
And
He hasn't been on in a while.
And Sammy wasn't on with him last night.
No.
No, he wasn't.
That was the only match I really saw. I went to sleep after that. So
Yeah, it says here on the run sheet that he missed SmackDown for personal reasons.
That's right. Garth Wall says in the chat room, big thanks to the whole Go Live Vegas crew for all the help and great shows at Unicon Las Vegas Collectibles Convention last weekend. You mean the Fandoms United show
Yes.
at the World Market Center.
Fandoms United.
Anyway, all right, real quickly, let's get through these two and then we'll go to the Chiefs rant. Damage Control defeated Alexa Bliss and Asuka to win back the Women's Tag Championship. So my question, gentlemen, is this. Why did they drop the belt in the first place for a 5-day reign for the other two?
Well,
Damn good question.
I got a better question. Who's going to go up against them now?
I'm going to take a wild guess and say Alexa and Asuka.
At what point do we see Naomi and Sasha come back?
Do we?
At this point, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Right?
After the New Year's. Who knows?
Maybe Sasha returned and she's a part of the War Games match.
Alexa and Asuka's going to wrestle him again for the belts and keep him another 5 days?
Who else do they got?
They don't have any other women.
Name me another women's tag team.
Do they bring Zoe and Nikita up?
No,
Did
because
you not watch NXT?
no,
Yeah, they
he's-
got beat. I know it.
no Zoe
And what-
turned.
Zoe turned on Nikita.
I know, but that doesn't.
Then you know, why would they bring him up as a tag team?
But that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to stay that way if they go to the main roster. They can still go up as a tag team. Or
That
do-
would make negative sense.
Or do they? What about Gonzalez? How about Gonzalez and Nikita? That'd be a
Yeah.
hell of a tag team match.
Well, I think they're saving Raquel to win the Rumble and go against Ronda to win the title.
I thought. What's her name's going against?
Shotzi.
Ronda. Yeah, Shotzi's going
That's a
against Ronda.
Survivor
Yeah,
Series.
that's in 2 weeks. I'm saying Raquel's going to win the Rumble
Okay,
and go on to face Ronda at
I
WrestleMania.
stand corrected. Okay.
Last match before we go on to the rant was the opening match. Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley opened up the show, and for what it appears,
That was a hell of a match.
yeah, it appears that perhaps Lashley has gone full heel now because of how that match ended with some extracurriculars and
does
chair
MV
shots. And
so does MVP go back with Lashley now?
well,
Oh, Bobby wants
put
the
together
Hurt
the Hurt business,
Yeah.
right?
Shelton and,
And, maybe-
Cedric aren't doing
and if they
anything.
redo that, perhaps Amos becomes part of that as the bodyguard.
I
Of,
must be born in He's yawning over.
he's trying to hide it. Don't let the crowd know.
It's called working 70 hours. In a
I
week.
know. I'm just picking back at you.
So
That's
is
fine.
it a possibility
Just bring
that
it.
is it a possibility that the Hurt business comes back and you stick Amos in there if they somehow? My only concern with that is Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander really have been inconsequential on TV as of right now.
Amos and Lashley.
Well, have a Hurt business
Right.
faction come back,
Right.
and Amos is part of it as sort of like the faction's bodyguard. If he's not
Amos-
going to wrestle,
Amos
No.
and Lashley and
let's say Cedric and Shelton, just for the sake of
okay,
conversation,
Okay.
and the Hurt business is back
and,
open.
and what's his name?
Who?
MVP.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
he'll
yeah.
be the mouthpiece
Yeah.
because, I mean, Cedric can talk, but
So do they go after? Do they go after AJ in them, or do they go after
well,
the,
now we're
the other group?
Well, I think Lashley. You talk about Judgment Day. Well, if they reform a Hurt business, I think they're going to be on the heel side of the ledger.
Yeah, they'll go out to the OC.
And after I think that
You know-
the tag team belts will be up for
Maybe
not
Gallows,
gro-
maybe Gallows and Anderson beat
I still
Could be.
Usos.
I still don't understand why a heel can't wrestle a heel.
Because
Okay?
in old school wrestling, that's not allowed.
I don't understand it. What the hell's the difference? Put two wrestlers in the ring.
Because
And
back
let
in the
'em-
territory
and let
days,
'em
that
go
doesn't
at
draw
it.
money.
You see the Sheik against any of the bad wrestlers, any of them. Okay, you always saw it. Okay, and that's what I don't understand today. So you got a heel faction and a heel faction. So what?
in general terms.
Let them go at it.
In general terms, that has happened. Of course, we know
Let them
over
kick
time.
ass on each other.
But
What
then
the hell's the difference? It's, you know what? As a friend of ours says, will it put butts in the seats? And my answer is yes, it will.
I would disagree because then
You're
it's
entitled.
because the match will be flat because the crowd's not going to care. They're just going to stand in their hands and just let them beat the shit out of each other.
How you never know what's going to happen in the match, so how can you say even before the match takes place it would be flat?
from the
How can you say that?
I'm sure they're going to work hard, no doubt about it. But the fans aren't going to care because there's no one to root for.
Why not? If you're a true wrestling fan, you're going to root for who you want to root for.
Yeah, but the majority of the fans there aren't going to root for anybody.
You're going to well
Between
then
who and who?
guess what?
What did I miss?
Then guess
Two
what?
heel factions. Say the Hurt Business against Judgment Day.
I disagree with you.
Who would if they had a
Have you ever heard people
I
sitting on their
disagree
hands while the
with you.
Judgment Day comes out?
I disagree with
I
you.
certainly haven't.
Okay, I disagree
No,
with
I'm just saying like if they have a heel versus heel match.
He's
That's
talking
what
about
he
having
said.
built-in heat or built-in support for heel face. I think in a match like what you're suggesting, when you have a heel, even face, I think the audience will eventually, as the match goes,
Audience will pick one for sure.
exactly as the match progresses, and that's nature because of either moves or tendencies or whatever. Because I think even in a
Christ,
face,
they rooted for the Usos last night at SmackDown.
That-
Okay? The Usos are a heel team.
right? But
They
New Day's
rooted-
not.
they
But New Day's
rooted-
not.
Wait, whoa.
But New
They-
Day's not.
They rooted for him last night.
But
Yeah.
New Day's not. You did
So-
not have a heel match.
But still, they rooted for both teams.
But it was a heel face match. That's what the
Okay.
crux of this conversation is. Not whether
And
a
I
heel.
still say if you have two heel teams, you're going to have one that's going
Okay.
to get rooted for. Even if they're a
Because
heel
as the
team.
match progresses,
Exactly.
the audience. Right. That's what I
I
just said.
rest my case.
That's what I just said. All right. With that, it is time we get into, I think, the Chiefs rant. I don't know. You may have just had.
Fucking
This is
built
Chief
me
Rants
up.
point 3, I think, 3.0. All right. With that,
Beat
it is
me
time
out on
for
that, so Roku don't get mad.
Chiefs rant up next. Here we go.
Hey, good morning, folks. It is the Chief. My 3 minutes of fame is now 2:58, but I'm gonna take as much time as I want.
Got a minute and a half.
So anyway, I have Friday, December the 9th, 6:30 p.m. at Mandalay Bay in the House of Blues. The Ultimate Women Wrestling. I'm doing something different today. Just stay over there, pipsqueak. Anyway, the first match up, Zyra versus Vipress. Then we go to Rochelle Riveter versus Ashley D'Ambrose. Then we go a three-way, Alice
Giggity.
Blair versus Zeta Zhang versus Las Vegas' own Maserati.
I'll be the guest referee.
Then we go, this could be one of my favorites, Renee Michelle versus Katie Forbes.
I wonder why.
Hubcaps. Anyway,
Trucks.
then we go Monster Truck.
That bootie's a
No.
monster truck.
Then we go for the Nevada State title match. We have the Brazilian Wonder Woman, Christy James, versus Danny B. And the change to this match, the tag team title match, we have out of Atlanta, Georgia, the Renegade Twins versus out of SoCal, the Vanity Twins. The Vanity Twins were just added to the mix. Then we go for USA title match. This one's going to be a barn burner, folks, as Gordon Soley would say. The Queen of the Rings, Lady Tapa, versus Pro Wrestling's Wonder Woman, Santana Garrett. That's going to be a hell of a match. And then we have a special feature match. I'm looking forward to this one too, Matt. 2 out of 3 falls. The Lucha Baddie, Miranda Elise, versus the undeniable diamond, Miss Tessa Blanchard. Folks, that
the real
is
main event.
8 strong matches. 8 strong women matches. You're crazy if you don't come out to the House of Blues to see Ultimate Women Wrestling number 3.
Good. Sorry.
That is the Chief over and out.
UWWEvents.com has all your ticket information plus a ton of meet and greets. And from what I'm understanding, during the interview with Tessa next week, she has a huge announcement on a big giveaway that's going to be made available as well. So you're not going to want to miss that. So uwwevents.com for all your ticket information.
And I will go over this again before the end of the show.
Absolutely. Okay, go to that site. And by the way, it is a family show, so there's no age limit in terms of kids. So bring the family. When we go into hour number 2, we'll give a family 4-pack away. Now, I've asked our producer to put the last tweet that had come up from Snowy MB1 on Twitter, and I'm assuming because of the Canadian flag that this person's from Canada, but I love their avatar.
Poor guy.
So I've got to give them some credit because of their avatar. So, and Tom Crawford in our Facebook chat room sent a message back here, but Snowy MB says, so tired of the Bloodline and Judgment Day BS. At WWE is becoming crap because of these storylines. I'll stick to AEW. It's a hell of a lot better at Triple H guy. Obviously, this individual thinks the new car smell is beginning to wear off on Triple H with that continued storyline. What do you guys think? Reaction to that tweet?
Typical Twitter wrestling fans. You have to pick WWE or AEW. You can't just like wrestling.
Nope.
So, oh my God. Roman Reigns is the biggest dude in wrestling, no matter what promotion it's in.
Mm-hmm.
There is no question to it.
I would say him and Mox. They're the two, and MJF. They're the 3 biggest in wrestling right now.
Brock Lesnar, John Cena, The Rock.
I think Chief is talking about active regularly now. And it's interesting, neither one of you picked anybody from Impact. Just noticing that's all. Josh Alexander.
The walking weapon.
Right? Moose.
Nobody's picking Josh Alexander as the biggest name in wrestling.
Well, no.
But let's get real.
Well,
real
if you want
quick.
to just pick names, you got Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer there now, and Mickey James. I mean, we want to just talk big names there, right?
It's a shame no one's talking about Alexander. He's really good.
Right. Absolutely. We had him on the show, about a year ago?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
At this time.
All right. The most boring world champion in all of wrestling.
No.
Pick another one.
Pick another one. Right now, you mean? Or of all
Current
time?
world champions. Who's the most boring one?
Mr. Producer, while they argue that out, it's time to go. It's time to go. You guys keep going.
I don't.
Thoughts can anywhere.
Your microphone's in front of you.
Thoughts can anywhere. These guys will still be at it when we come back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
This is the story of one man's incredible journey from 350 to 200-pound weight loss and his mission to help and inspire others. Aaron Phillips. People are praising Aaron's new book with 5-star reviews. Aaron's various humorous and wildly entertaining stories portray his rise as a sports announcer, his encounters with exotic and irregular entertainers on the Las Vegas Strip through his long-running Vegas Unwrapped radio show, and his contagious and positive style of pursuing success. Call now or visit our website or Amazon now to get your copy of Let My Voice Speak to You, stories from a Hall of Fame radio personality. Order now.
What's up, man? It's your boy, Simple Fatu. I'm here with my man, Big Chief. I need you to check out the podcast, Thoughts Count Anywhere.
This is the Essential Character EC3 on behalf of my dear friends at Thoughts Count Anywhere, the podcast for your mind when you need deep thinking about all things sports and entertainment.
Hello, this is Martin Casals, a.k.a. Marty the Mob, and you're watching the Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. Enjoy.
This is Impact Wrestling's Dash and Chris Bay, the ultimate finesser, former Finesse Division champion, and you're listening to Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast.
Thoughts Count Anywhere. Y'all watching it. This is my new tag team partner, Steve-O, a.k.a. Zeus, from the hit movie Friday, and from No Holds Barred.
Hi, I'm Sean Navarri. Listen to Thoughts Count Anywhere for all your wrestling news.
Hey, what's going on? This is Axe, and I'm smashing the demolition. And we want to invite you to watch every Saturday morning. Thoughts Count Anywhere.
The Ultimate Women of Wrestling power bombs into the House of Blues Las Vegas Friday, December 9th. There will be 8 exciting matches, including 3 UWW titles being crowned for the very first time, featuring world-class wrestling stars such as Santana Garrett, Lady Tapa, Tessa Blanchard, Miranda Elise, Renee Michelle, Katie Forbes, the Renegade Twins, Zeta Zhang, Maserati, and many others. Don't miss UWW number 3, Friday, December 9th at House of Blues Las Vegas, located inside the Mandalay Bay Casino and Resort. For information and tickets, visit uwwevents.com.
Hi, I'm Miss Murder, and I have a question for you. Have you ever explored the beauty in horror? I'm Mercedes M. Yardley, known as Miss Murder. I'm a dark fantasist who wears poisonous flowers in my hair. Among my many titles, I'm the author of the Stabby award-winning book titled Apocalyptic Montessa and Nuclear Lulu, A Tale of Atomic Love, as well as winning the prestigious Bram Stoker Award for my novella, Little Dead Red. My short story, Loving You Darkly, also received a Bram Stoker nomination. Check out all of my titles at www.mercedesmyardley.com, where I remind you that all things are dark, darling.
Go Live Vegas Studios, a unique multi-camera social media virtual content creators paradise. We offer high-end services using live streaming and film production for your personal or corporate, commercial or event and campaign needs. Pre-record or live stream to your audience on multiple social media platforms simultaneously. Fun and interactive with social media comments, phone lines, live remotes, audio Foley sounds, and Snapchat filters. Be creative, get recognized, and make money. We help you by providing an all in-house production team. Visit our website at golive.vegas.
Ladies and gentlemen, when you buy my book,
you have a Chiefs moment.
When you buy my book, there are stories in there that I share about what goes on when the microphones are not on. And already just based on this show in the first less than an hour, I've already got book number 2 written. Because what has been going on before the show even aired, and what we just did during that commercial break has got us all crying. I can't finish saying it. Oh, my God. So let's just say...
We got a banger of a trivia question for you guys. You guys got to put your thinking caps on, go to Google. You might have to pull out the old encyclopedia. Grab a dictionary or a thesaurus.
World Book Encyclopedia.
You're going to need every resource in your arsenal. Call your grandpa. Your grandpa might actually have the answer to this.
Yeah, he might.
Especially when they answer their own questions.
Instead of phone a friend, it's called phone an old man.
All right. I don't care where we go next because that was funny stuff during the break. But anyway, yes, be prepared in hour number 2 for a family 4-pack. You're really going to have to earn it. Let's
Only
put it
Chief can do that.
It's a Chief special. We're going to call that one the Chiefs moment for sure. Oh, my God. That's why I love you, Chief, no matter what, man. Holy cow.
If we can't laugh at ourselves and laugh at each other, why do we even exist?
Oh, my goodness. I don't even know where you want to go. I don't even care anymore. Let's talk about Nikki Cross.
Okay.
She is now, they're talking about her maybe being part of Damage Control. Let's see. Tom says it would be hilarious if you guys came back from commercial break and you were all laid out unconscious on the desk from a commercial break. Listen, Thomas, it ain't no brawls. So let's just say that. It's stuff that comes out in conversation.
Yeah.
That's a great thing about breaks when you just kind of say stuff when the mics are off. But we're going to share this one when you figure out what the trivia question is. Where was I? Oh, Nikki Cross. Damage Control.
WWE dudes are...
John Marco Capella. WWE dudes are kind of weird. Well, I hope that wasn't...
Can you elaborate on that,
yes.
please?
Who do you think is weird? If I see our 4 names go up there, I know we got a real fan. But anyway.
So Nikki Cross is like aligned with Damage Control.
Short term, I would think, yeah.
Probably through War Games, yeah.
And then last night we saw the return of the Viking Raiders mouthpiece. Sarah Logan returned. And as I watched the clip, there was like no reaction to her.
No,
like where did she come from? Did she come? She didn't come down the aisle. All of a sudden, the camera just caught her in the ring with Selena Vega. So what do we make of those two changes, especially Logan's return? There was nothing. It seemed to me the crowd didn't respond at all.
You don't know where she came out from catering.
You starting again.
She came out from the Viking fields.
Yeah.
That's catering.
She was the third member of the Riot Squad that nobody cared about.
No. And now they're hoping...
When Riot Squad came out, you were cheering for Ruby Riot and Liv Morgan.
Yeah, no one cared about Sarah.
And it still stands today.
Oh,
Well, we'll see what Hunter does with her. Maybe he can get her over.
Chief, I still can't get the tears out of my eyes. I don't know. To me, Sarah Logan, there was nothing there. Nikki going back to reverting to the original crazy character But how do you miss the garbage can when you toss the 24/7 belt after winning it? Did you guys notice that in the clip?
Yeah.
I mean, we should have practiced that a few times.
And shout out to R-Truth while we're thinking
Yes.
about it.
Oh, and Natalia. She's going to be out for a number of months with a broken nose. She got
Really?
she got clobbered by Baszler
Yeah.
after the match, square on the nose. She's out with a broken nose for a couple of months.
Yes, just had surgery to fix it.
Okay.
But, I mean,
pick one, guys, because I still can't see my paper.
Where are we at?
Where are we at?
On the front or
Oh
the
my!
back?
We're still on the front. Austin Theory cashed in Money in the Bank on Raw, on a down Seth Rollins for the United States Championship in a losing effort. We talked about this before we went on the air. Why use the case when he gave an open challenge or something like that? I mean, it just seemed like a wasted attempt. So,
well, I think Hunter
thank you,
wanted to get the
Jennifer.
Hunter wanted to get the briefcase off of him because he's not going to beat Roman.
That's I think the kicker right there. I don't think anybody expected Theory to be Roman at all. So
And Theory only won because it was a Vince call. He was Vince's boy.
Yeah.
I think it was dummy went after the United States title. It would have made a little more sense if we would went after like Braun Breaker and won the NXT title.
yeah, and he showed up down there a couple of
Yeah.
weeks ago to kind of tease it. I agree with you.
Well, people are saying he's buried and Hunter's got to work on fixing him. I disagree. Because now he has a legitimate gripe.
Why do you disagree?
I was explaining it when you interrupted me.
Okay.
He does it to me all the time, so that was a little payback.
That's all right.
So anyway, he has a legit
You
gripe.
can walk home. It's okay.
Yeah, forget who your ride is, remember?
Sitting there, right.
Hope you got Uber speed dial on your phone.
Go.
I don't know what app you use to get an Uber.
That's pretty
You'd
good.
have to lift your phone to use it, though.
Photoshop.
We're done.
I would love to try to reset this show right now, but there ain't no reset in this show.
Okay, so
All right, here we
so
The darndest things kids say should be the next title of the show.
yes, with a sponsor.
Yes. Oh my God.
Anyway,
Chief says
you
the
were-
darndest thing.
You were saying with Art Linkletter.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking up. Who the fuck is Art Linkletter?
Anyway,
Bill Cosby. Do you want a pudding pop?
So Theory has a legit gripe.
Does this rake
Go
smell like
ahead.
chloroform?
go ahead.
He can come out on Raw and say, I had Rollins beat if it wasn't for Lashley. I should be the United States champion right now. And it's a legit gripe.
Okay, but he's not.
Of course not, no, because of Lashley.
So therefore, it's irrelevant.
He doesn't got a gripe
You-
when he picked
do
the
you like
dumbest
that
moment
word
in
today?
wrestling
Did
history
you
to
hear
cash
that?
in on
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
Yes, I got you. That still doesn't overshadow the commercial conversation,
Okay.
so it's okay.
You can't come up with a word big enough to fix that.
Tom came up with a new name for our show. Thoughts devolved everywhere. Thomas, you're probably right, dude. Jeez.
What would we do
What
without
app,
Chief?
what app would you use to call an Uber? That's terrific. Oh my
Hey,
God.
I got it. Listen, I'm the serious guy today.
I call bullshit on that one. I don't care how many beeps I get.
Pat McAfee and his wife are expecting their first child. Congratulations
Yes,
and
definitely.
shout out to you.
Do you think he's missed on
McAfee's.
SmackDown?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yes.
I mean, Drew seems to be doing okay, yeah? Or not? I'm not Drew, Wayne Barrett. Wade Barrett.
Barrett's all right, but
He's not McAfee.
He's
No.
dry.
he is dry.
He's dry.
Okay, I was just curious.
I did see like a super crazy like fact about WWE this week.
Go for it.
With their Saudi deal, they have made more revenue off that Saudi deal than the last 38 WrestleManias combined.
That's insane.
That's a lot of money.
I'm not going to bother trying to pronounce that name.
On Twitter, Weeha. I don't even want to give it a shot.
Durka.
DC Nadina Wea.
Good for you. There's ointment for that, Chief. Wrestling is ballet.
That is short for Durka.
Preparation H.
Wrestling is ballet with violence.
Let me clothesline your ass and see how ballet that is.
Yeah, that's a complete negatory.
Oh my God! Good morning, Brandy. Good morning. Both Brandys are in there. The one with the Y and an I. We thank you, of course, joining us. Now we got the second line that's just tickling me in my brain right now about the Uber. All right. We talked about Theory cashing out that cash on MVP didn't make the trip. We talked about.
What's your thoughts on what I said? If you even
which
remember.
one? I don't even remember
Yeah,
right
I
now.
know.
Photoshop.
Alchemy Trained on Twitter says wrestling is a wise teacher. Interesting.
About
Very good Twitter logic.
Hey, who cares if WWE put Ric Flair's woo back in the show? Who cares?
It's old school. You would like it.
We all
we know why they did it. Why
we
they
all-
took it
of
out.
course.
Originally. Good morning,
Well,
Brandy.
And we all know that it's his stick.
He used it in the
It
territory
has
days.
been-
Why would you not like
it has
this?
been. It always will be.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
remember when there was a little riff when Rick first left? There was a little riff between him and WWE leaving the way they asked him the last time.
Yeah, but it was.
But
So
that's
they
why-
took him out of the opening.
But
then they
that's why
put, but then they
Charlotte.
put him back. and
Right,
then they
right.
took him out
Wait,
again.
wait. But that's why Charlotte started doing the woo.
Well,
Do
she
you
was
real-
no,
do
she
you
wasn't.
realize
She
that?
doing the woo when Rick was
Do you
in
realize
with her?
that though?
Well, I thought she was doing it from almost
I
the
was
beginning.
just
No, no,
bringing it up.
I'm agreeing with you. I don't doubt
No,
it, but
it-
I could have swear that.
No, when Albert took over NXT from Build 'Em Up.
Okay.
I want to comment. Hey, Ronald. Michael Cole said that he felt like he got kicked in the stomach when Pat left. Let me tell you something. When Pat comes back, Michael Cole needs to kiss his feet.
Well, Michael Colt was on the Pat McAfee show the other day, but I haven't watched the video yet. But they went in.
I'm just saying he needs to kiss the feet. You know, that's how good McAfee is on that show.
Is that what's on your
SmackDown.
on your lonely
You know?
fans? Feet pictures?
No. Don't you remember?
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, our
Don't-
number one is in the books. While these guys talk about feet over here, we're going to say thank you for watching. I don't know what the hell's going to happen in hour number 2, other than the fact we're going to have a great. Do we have a Twitter coming up you want us to share? All right.
Do we have a question for?
Well, he's filtering.
Oh, we're
gonna
got a
the
question.
We got a question ready in hour number 2 for the family 4-pack. You're watching Thoughts Count Anywhere. Please don't go anywhere. I hope you laugh as much as we do. We'll be right back. Yeah, we're at the top of the hour. Hour number.
We just did a commercial.
Sir, we're at the top of the hour. Go.
This is the story of one man's incredible journey from 350 to 200-pound weight loss and his mission to help and inspire others. Aaron Phillips. People are praising Aaron's new book with 5-star reviews. Aaron's various humorous and wildly entertaining stories portray his rise as a sports announcer, his encounters with exotic and irregular entertainers on the Las Vegas Strip through his long-running Vegas Unwrapped radio show, and his contagious and positive style of pursuing success. Call now or visit our website or Amazon now to get your copy of Let My Voice Speak to You, stories from a Hall of Fame radio personality. Order now.
This is John. I just wanted to send you a congratulations on your podcast. Thoughts count anywhere. Because indeed they do. Thoughts are important. I mean, what would we do without them? And how can they not count anywhere? Is there a place that thoughts don't count? I can't think of one. Well, I just wanted to say thank you very much, congratulations, and good luck on the podcast. Thoughts count anywhere, because they do.
The Ultimate Women of Wrestling power bombs into the House of Blues Las Vegas Friday, December 9th. There will be 8 exciting matches, including 3 UWW titles being crowned for the very first time, featuring world-class wrestling stars such as Santana Garrett, Lady Tapa, Tessa Blanchard, Miranda Elise, Renee Michelle, Katie Forbes, the Renegade Twins, Zeta Zhang, Maserati, and many others. Don't miss UWW number 3, Friday, December 9th at House of Blues Las Vegas, located inside the Mandalay Bay Casino and Resort. For information and tickets, visit uwwevents.com.
Go Live Vegas Studios, a unique multi-camera social media virtual content creators paradise. We offer high-end services using live streaming and film production for your personal or corporate, commercial or event and campaign needs. Pre-record or live stream to your audience on multiple social media platforms simultaneously. Fun and interactive with social media comments, phone lines, live remotes, audio Foley sounds, and Snapchat filters. Be creative, get recognized, and make money. We help you by providing an all in-house production team. Visit our website at golive.vegas.
I have no mic. I do not hear me, sir. What did you do? There you go. Push the button.
Push the right button.
But you only had what?
One job.
You know, folks, I just showed the guys here a beautiful picture of Taya Valkyrie with a beautiful gown and costume on, and I have to say one thing: she has some of the greatest and prettiest costumes when she comes out to the ring I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I do have one statement for this.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
telling Liz.
I haven't seen her in the chat room yet, so he's in the clear so far.
She's shopping.
She's looking for tires, right?
No, she already got them. She went home.
Oh, is the new one
Yeah,
on?
It's already on.
Oh, okay.
She went shop. She had to go out and get gift cards for their Thanksgiving get together at work.
Well, that's very cool.
Yes.
I'm sure we'll see her at some point, as we always do around 10:30.
Maybe not today.
All right. Because she's a staple in the last half an hour.
Yeah, I know.
Keeps
She
you on your toes
she
that
likes
last
to
half an
sneak-
hour.
she likes
All
to
right.
sneak in.
Before we get back to our topics and before we give away our question, Chief, why don't you go over the lineup again for the what show? What are we doing?
UW 3.
Here we go. Here's your lineup.
UW 3.
How's it
Friday,
today?
December the 9th, 6:30 p.m. Ultimate Women Wrestling, Mandalay Bay at the House of Blues. Showtime starts at 6:30 p.m. sharp. First match, Zyra versus Vipers. Then we go to Rochelle Riveter versus Ashley D'Ambrose. Three-way triple threat match. Zeta Zhang, Elise Blair, and Maserati. Then we go to Renee Michelle versus Katie Forbes, the Nevada State title match. Christy James versus Danny B. In the tag team title match, we have the Renegade Twins against the Vanity Twins. Then we go to the USA title match, Lady Tapa versus Santana Garrett. And in the special feature match, 2 out of 3 falls, Miranda Elise versus Tessa Blanchard. 8 great matches, folks. Friday, December the 9th, 6:30 p.m. Go to www.uwwevents.com for all your information on the show.
And there's also a great slew of meet and greets that are scheduled. I don't know if producer Aaron can pull that screen back up. If not, don't worry about it. Just go to the
come
website.
down. I'll be signing autographs, folks.
Here's the meet and greet scheduled December 9th. This is from 5 to 6:30 p.m. There's all your meet and greet participants. Everybody looks like that's on the card. So that will begin.
Whoever you are trying to meet probably do have to move Chief out of your way, though.
just folks, I want to give a special
With that
shout
Uber
out.
app.
I want to give a special shout out. Mr. Kevin Sullivan will be there.
Is that confirmed? Because I don't have it confirmed. I know it's a
Well,
name possible. Was he on there?
He's on the
Was he just on
poster.
that poster?
He's on the poster.
I was looking at other pictures on the poster,
Well,
not
I
Kevin.
I didn't get past the first row.
I can't help it if you was looking at Hubcap.
That is very true. Kevin Sullivan will be there too. So I don't think he's going to be wrestling though.
No.
He's on the picture.
No,
Right, no.
he won't be wrestling.
He's
though.
part of the meet and greet, and
Yes.
he's going to be. Actually, I think he's there to help UW 3 in general.
UW 3.
Well, I'm trying.
Only Chief
See
can do
that,
it.
man? The chief is cool.
All right. So
How much are you paying Jennifer to say that?
I'm going to give you a 5-knuckle shuffle in a minute. What do you think?
all right, let's give away the family 4-pack.
Oh, boy.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
You guys can
Somebody
do-
try to get this question out with a straight
you
face.
You guys,
That's half
can-
the battle right
You
now.
guys can preface it and do the question yourself, and you can pick on me. I don't care.
okay. So
I just want to see the comments.
Go ahead.
again, all answers must be in the form of a phone call. Okay. So
Correct.
just no
No shenanigans.
No shenanigans in the chat room, no Twitter, no YouTube, nada. Okay? You must call in. So, during the break, we were having a conversation. This is what we were all laughing about.
I hope we can keep it.
I don't even remember how we even led up to it. It's all I care about is, right, really. So, in a moment of seriousness, can't even do it. I can't even do it.
I got it.
Go for it, 'cause I can't do it. Wait a minute, it's on the screen, but go ahead.
I was saying some joke about Bruno Sammartino, and I said I met him at WrestleMania 31, and he was like, "You've you did something to that picture. You photoshopped it. And I was like, all right, whatever. And he was like, with the dead straight face, he's like, what app do you use to Photoshop a picture? So our question is, what do you call it when you Photoshop a picture? What app do you use to Photoshop a picture?
Not to shop for a photo.
I repeat, what program do you use to Photoshop a picture?
Just any device, right?
Yeah.
Phone.
It's the same on all of them.
Just say.
I have it installed on my computer and my phone.
Just say Chief and you'd be correct.
That'll be part B. Who is the originator of this trivia class? How come the phone's not ringing yet? Maybe this is a little tough.
They're trying to Photoshop the phone number.
Ronald's laughing his ass off.
But you must call in 702-329-6947. Seriously, folks, that's the question for a family 4-pack.
Yep.
If you photoshopped a picture, what program did you have to turn on to Photoshop a picture, Chief?
Part C will be what app do you need to use if you need an Uber? That was part C if you're gonna answer that one too.
You got to admit.
Crayons 111.
You got to admit. That was my. I get one for the month, folks, and that was my.
What's your excuse for the second hour, though?
I have no freaking idea.
Because we know there's going to be another Chiefs moment in hour number. That's what we're calling them now. So, Mr. Producer, I know that you do a lot over there, but whenever Chief has an epiphany like that again, you must put a flashing sign underneath him, Chiefs moment. Okay, I want those to stand out, because then during the year we can clip all those, put them together, be easy to find. But anyway, there's your question, 702-329-6947. Press the number 1. You must call in with an answer. Now, if you're out of the area but you want to give the tickets to somebody to use, that's cool. Just give us the name. That person just needs to show up to Will Call with their ID that their name is matching the envelope. So it's on the screen. Those listening, Microsoft crayons. There you go. See, Tom, he's, Microsoft crayons. That's actually that's not a bad answer, but the wrong one. And you got to call in with the right answer. God help us all if you get it wrong.
All right, anyway, let's get back to where we was at.
Triple H said the return of Bray Wyatt at Extreme Rules brought a 30% increase in viewership and became the most watched Extreme Rules in history. People had to stay on the whole show to watch that.
You had to wait till the very end.
Yeah.
They even put the credits up before they did it, and I was like, "Are we really not getting this right now?"
Yep.
There was an interesting comment made on our other favorite show.
Yes.
Episode 9,270,000.
Photoshop number in now.
173. Where the hell was I going?
Nobody ever knows.
Bray Wyatt.
Old school.
Chief
old
moment.
School.
Chief moment.
Bray Wyatt.
We got to need to hold up a flag.
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
Okay.
Headbutted LA Knight last night.
They were talking about Bray.
God bless this show.
Having.
That's why we're number 1 on Roku.
Does he really need to go in the ring and wrestle anymore?
Yes.
At some point, I think he does. Right now, no.
Or with what we just read, 30%. He's not wrestling. So if he's getting that kind of push,
right?
Does he need to go in the ring?
I mean,
can he do what he's doing now, and
Yeah.
they can get over that way?
I think it's going to be more of a build for the Wyatt 6 event first, I think. But you're 100% right, because last night he was on SmackDown for all 2 minutes with LA Knight when he had that conversation and headbutted him left. That was it. I don't know if his symbol came up throughout the show, but it
No.
came up in the backstage area during the LA Knight interview, and that was it.
Just on that.
Right? For 2 minutes. So I think the question is 1,000% valid, Chief, because we know that there are there are wrestlers out there who don't necessarily need a belt to be champions, so to speak. So I think that falls right in line. I think eventually he has to get in the ring at some time.
Yeah.
Now, before WrestleMania, probably not. Maybe at WrestleMania he gets back in the ring with somebody.
And if he does get back in the ring, is there a time that a belt's going to go on him?
I think that falls into one of those categories that he doesn't need a belt to be over. He's over now.
Yeah.
So he doesn't need that belt to get over. And I agree with that. I saw yesterday an article come through that he's making a push to get Rowan and to have Bo Dallas signed back by the company. So that could be leading to something as well, which we've all kind of speculated that for weeks, ever since Bray's name came up and has come back to WWE. I'm surprised we don't have our phone. I'm surprised our phone line's not ringing, folks. 702-329.
They're too busy dying on the floor laughing.
694. Yeah, really. Press the number 1. Call in. I mean, it's probably one of the, if it's not the easiest question to flip and answer to get a family quarterback. It certainly was the funniest, for sure. So if you can read, your answer's there in the question. If you're driving and you listen to any of the crap that just went on to open this segment, then you should have the answer as well. 702-329-6947, Family 4-Pack. Okay, what's next? Roxana Perez is the first wrestler to appear on SmackDown who's actually younger than the show itself. That's pretty interesting. Want to give a little backstory?
Chief heard younger and automatically lost interest. Now he's on his phone.
No,
He's
I'm
looking her up.
I don't know who she is.
Looking up the bio. Go ahead. I mean, what did you think when you saw that? I mean, how important is that? I mean, it's a unique fact, but is it?
It's not really important. It was just the fact that she's only like 21 and SmackDown's
25. Is it
25 years old?
Something like that. Crazy.
23.
She wasn't even a blink in anybody's
Oh,
eyes.
no. Hell no.
Now she's a blink in everybody's eyes.
No,
Giggity.
be more of a twinkle.
Oh, Roxy.
That
I know who she is now.
3/4 Halfheimer's just disappeared. The other quarter kicked in.
We can
remember.
Photoshop a collage of pictures for you.
WWE is planning to bring in a lot more celebrities for WrestleMania 39. Who would you like to see get involved? Because they are trying to theme it going Hollywood because of where it is. So, outside the obvious, The Rock and names like that. Who else would you like to? Matt, we'll start with you. Who would you like to see thrown in the pile for 39?
I want to see some I want to see Kevin Hart get involved with The Rock somehow. Those two interacting each other all the time is hilarious. We're at Go Live Vegas Studios doing Thoughts Count Anywhere.
All right, while Chief gathers himself for a moment, let me go over some of the names on our poster. We got some. Oh, look at the screen.
Yes.
Some of the names on our poster that.
My God.
If anybody out there from any of the ARP organizations, you can send your email to Aaron Ellicus. Anyway, here's some of the names on our poster down front.
Blame it on Chief.
Santana Garrett, Lady Topper, Miranda Ali, Shaul Guerrero, Christy James, Katie Forbes, Jenny Santana, Renee Michelle, Zeta Zhang, Maserati, Alex Garcia, Amber Nova, Micah Madrid, Christina Von Erie, Sledge, Gemma Jules, Jordan Blue, Erica Torres, Janae Kai, Renegade Twins, Alice Blair, Sandra Moon, Diamante, Lilith Grimm, Big Swole, Viva Van, Milo McDaddy, Rochelle Riveter, Johnny Robbie, Charlie Haas, and we're hoping by the time we actually get, screw you, Ronald, and I mean that with love, by the way.
Yeah!
Yes!
Savannah Bananas and Johnny Knoxville.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
in that environment for Hollywood, I would be okay with that.
Yeah.
And we are hoping to get a few more names added to the poster. We don't want to throw them out yet, just in case. But there will be some individuals at where?
UW3.
That we're going to add to the poster. But we are
trying my dangest.
We are targeting the 10th, the night after UWW, as the night we want to auction this off. Remember, proceeds are going to go to a local mental health organization, which, by the way, if you watch the Roundtable Thursdays at 4, I will have a representative from said organization, and then we'll have them try to arrange to have them on here as well.
Nice.
Yes, we saw that one too. That's a great point. Dirt Tweets mentions that an NXT wrestler is getting ready to come up to the main roster, and from the name I've seen is Cameron Grimes.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think
He's
so
got a
too.
good shtick.
So we're going to give that away. We may ask our friends Ben and William to actually handle the auction for us. So I'm going to talk to them.
Yep.
But this is the signed poster that we want to raise money for. We're going to put that out there. Greg Gio Owens, almost every guy thought about becoming a professional wrestler at some point in his lives. I would agree 1,000,000% with that. When I was in middle school, a dear friend of mine, we would be in the back of the room before class started, and we'd be doing the fake elbows and everything in the back of the room. So I think that's 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, that's one of the reasons why we're doing this, because we're in the industry. We want to talk about it, but we're past the point where we can't perform in a ring. Well, Chief does with a kendo stick. Can't perform.
Every kid either had a backyard league with their friends, or they wrestled their stuffed animals or something.
The stuffed, what were they called? The stuffy buddies? What were those things?
The wrestling buddies.
The wrestling buddies.
Yeah.
Guys, it is 20 after the hour. Will somebody please call in and win this
Call
family
in for
four-pack?
crying out loud. Come on.
What do you call the program you use when you want to Photoshop a picture? Call now, 702-32. Who is that? I can't see who that is with you.
Yeah, that's my last escapade.
Who is that with there? I couldn't see who you were with.
That's Sammy. You know Sammy?
Sam Adonis.
Oh, so I couldn't see who it was. It looked like Logan Paul from this distance.
My last escapade.
But yes, there's Chief. He's true. They can't see it.
Where we put it at?
I don't know if we have a desk camera
we
up
don't
here.
have one.
We don't have one, but that's okay. You can give it to Matt. We'll put it up or send it in. Anyway. So that's the poster. We want to raise as much money as we can for the holidays for a local mental health organization to support those.
Are you going to Photoshop that?
Mental health. Oh, jeez.
You Photoshop that for sure.
How about this one?
That was very good. Well, who's that?
That one's cool.
Dead Air. What's that a picture of? What do we have there? Oh, that was this past week where.
Yeah.
Show the camera. What camera do you want us to use, sir? Oh, just put it straight up for your camera. He'll. There you go. Jenny has the GM, our answer for our first trivia question. Jenny got Chief in a headlock again, so that's twice he's lost. Or did he really win? I have to think about that for a second.
No, I lost.
So 702-329-69. I can't believe it. I can't believe that this question is taking longer than the first question about who the GM of UWW was. This is a legit question, folks. We're not playing around. I got a family 4-pack. First caller to call in and give us the answer to the question. What do you call it when you Photoshop a picture? What program do you use to Photoshop a picture? We want the obvious one. There may be others that do it, but we want the obvious one. All right. Cody Rhodes picked as one of the only superstars who could possibly dethrone Roman Reigns. Apparently, Triple H already has a plan set on who and when Reigns will lose the championship.
Other than maybe Cross, it should be Cody. Big story, comeback story, comes back from his torn pec, wins the Rumble, and ends the historic reign.
Could be. I think between Cody, Karrion, and Drew, I think those are the three in the mix. I think the least of the three is Drew because he's already had his opportunities.
Yeah.
But guys, what do you think on that? What do you think the long-term plan is?
I'd like it to see it be Cody.
Okay.
Everyone wants to see The Rock versus Roman, but it would make no sense for The Rock to win that match.
Yeah, no belt necessary for that match.
If you're going to be the head of the table and continue the storyline, you have to beat The Rock.
Right.
I really think that eventually the belts are going to go their separate ways back to their prospective TV programs, and you're going to have two champions. And I think if Cody beats Roman, that's when the belts will split, and I think we may see somebody that we're familiar with wearing a championship belt finally.
Well, I read somewhere, I don't remember where I read it, but I guess the original plan for the European show.
For what? For what show?
When they were in Europe, the Clash of the Castle show.
Oh, okay.
I guess Theory was going to cash in. Of course, he tried to cash in, but he was going to cash in. Like there would be like some technicality in the contract where it was only be for one of the belts, and there's going to be like a triple threat match for one of the belts, and then Tyson Fury knocked Theory out, and then Drew pins Theory to win one of the belts. But then they changed their plans because they went with Logan Paul versus Roman for the Universal Championship.
Correct.
I thought for sure that's how they're going to split the belts. Like Austin Theory would somehow beat Roman, leave with both belts, and then Paul Heyman comes out on Raw. That contract only says for the WWE Championship. Give me the Universal Championship back now.
Yeah, that would have been an interesting storyline.
He just posted my message in the chat box. Somebody better call in to answer our giveaway for the family 4-pack. What app is used to Photoshop photos? Come on.
The Chief.
Jeez.
Come on, people.
All right, let's go AEW.
All right, let's go to AEW.
MJF lands a role in the Von Erich biopic that's currently in production.
He's playing Lance Von Erich, the non-Von Erich.
He's playing who?
Lance Von Erich.
Lance Von Erich.
Actor Zac Efron has got the lead role.
As Kevin.
As Kevin.
Do you know who Lance Von Erich is?
He's MJF's character.
It's played by a better wrestler than Von Erichs were.
He really was not related to the Von Erichs at all.
No, he was not. He was given the name because of fill-in, right?
That's correct.
Yep.
Down in the territory.
That's right.
Yeah,
Dark
no.
Side of the Ring. That was on the Von Erich show for Dark Side.
And that hurt business because the fans got pissed off because.
He was
WCCW.
Yes.
World Class Championship Wrestling.
That's right.
Are
Out
you
of
guys?
the Sportatorium in Dallas, Texas.
There you go. You guys watching the Tales of the Territory series at all?
Of course.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. So what was? I watched the last one. It was the Polynesian Territory, which is interesting because part of that story that they were relating, you've actually seen it unfold in the Young Rock TV series, which is kind of interesting. But they had they had Kevin Sullivan, Harvey Whippleman, they had Lars Anderson, and the son of was Ikea. I'm pronouncing it not correctly. That's for sure. Do they have a Kerry Von Erich cast? I do not know about that.
Yes,
term.
they do.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, they have a Carrie. I don't remember who's playing it, but yeah.
But the Tales of the Territories has been quite an interesting show because for those who never knew that territories existed, like you call it, the modern era of 1990 forward.
Yes.
To learn and understand the history of pro wrestling, you really need to watch the shows. Oh, wait
Hey,
a minute.
phone call.
Wait a minute. We got a phone call. I'm hoping somebody's got a very difficult question answered. So, caller, who is this, please, and where, by God's name, are you calling from?
This is the wonderful Brandy Lowry.
I knew that because you came up on caller ID. I just
What's up,
wanted you
Brandy?
to say your name.
And I'm calling from Tahiti Village, where my mom is staying.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
All right, that's a nice resort down on the strip.
And, I thought I'd grace you guys with my present.
Are you calling in to win our family 4-pack of UW
Yeah,
Dub
sure,
tickets?
I'll answer the question.
Wait.
What?
Wait, isn't it subject to not winning something in the last 30 days?
Would you deny Brandy an opportunity to win
I'm just
tickets?
asking
I'm not
the
telling her
question.
that.
The answer's Photoshop.
Listen, Linda.
The answer's Photoshop. Shut up.
I want to make something clear. I have won something in the last 30 days, but I did not claim it. I did not go to Unicon.
That is true. She did not.
That's immaterial.
That is true.
That's immaterial.
It's not immaterial. I didn't
It's
go to
immaterial.
Unicon.
So in the best effort
still love you.
of being a Jeff Probst here, let's go to a jury. Matt, should we let her answer the question to win the tickets?
Yeah, of course.
I know what his choice. So we're 1-1. You're the tiebreaker.
Yes, you can.
Okay, Brandy, what is the answer to the question?
Okay, I'm going to give the answer, but real quick, I
Yes.
just want everybody to know that I do appreciate Thomas Burnett on occasion.
Oh, what did you
Yeah,
do?
whenever you get something.
What did you do? What did you do right this week?
I don't get nothing from him like that, okay?
Hey, how's
Their
Mom?
relationship's like Veterans Day. She thanks him twice a year.
Hey, Brandy.
Yes.
How's Mom?
She's good. She's at a meeting right now to get free stuff.
Oh, she's taking a timeshare tour?
Yeah, she's doing that timeshare tour stuff to get free stuff.
Hey, listen, I sold it. I know what that's like when those people come in. That's cool. It's all right. Good for
All
her.
right, my dear, what is the answer to the question?
The answer is Photoshop.
No!
Ding, 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 ding.
I was sweating that out because it took 28 minutes to answer that question, but the first question only took like 10.
If you'd have seen,
I wasn't logged on for the first.
No, that's okay. We had a winner for that one. But
if you'd have seen the studio when we were off air, when I pulled the bozo move of the century, we were laughing so hard. We're gonna start again.
Gotta start again. I couldn't even get the question out at the top of the hour because of how funny it was 15 minutes earlier. But now when Chief does things like he literally asked that question during
really
a break
did.
because Matt and Chief are going at it about a picture with Bruno, and he literally, God is my witness on my mother's life, turned to me and Thomas and said, what app is it that you use to Photoshop pictures?
Mm-hmm.
And without a beat, I turned to him and said, Photoshop. And then all four of us, literally, Brandy, you know us well enough. We were crying. We're still crying. I mean, look at this. We're still crying.
When I saw the question, I was like, Wow, what
Well-
bozo made up this thing?
Well, you know the bozo who asked the question. So,
She probably thought it was me.
yeah, she probably thought it was you. That's a good point. But that literally God's honest truth. What happened during that last break in the first hour, and we just couldn't resist to use it. So now when Chief has things like that happen, our producers found a wonderful graphic. I don't know if you're listening to us or if you have us on the live feed visually, but there you go. We have a new sign that'll go up. Caution. Senior moment in progress when Chief does stuff like that from now on. So
He's forgiven. You know, he's only told everybody 700 times that he'll be 70 this month. So
That's all right, and I expect a damn birthday cake from you, woman.
Okay,
Don't
birthday
you
cake
forget
coming
it.
birthday cake coming up.
Hey,
what is the date? What is the actual date? It's over Thanksgiving.
Don't
isn't it?
worry about
No,
it.
no, we can have Brandy come in here with the cake.
It's November the 26th.
Did I not say around Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that's
Couple days
so,
after Thanksgiving.
So
It's
that's
Survivor
Sat-
Yeah,
Series.
but
It's Survivor
that,
Series.
but
So
that-
that's Saturday.
That's the good shopping day.
Is that Friday? Is that the Black Friday
Isn't that
afterwards?
the Black Friday, the big shop? I don't know.
What Friday
I
is
don't
is
Black
November
Friday shop
26th?
anyway.
I don't know. If I need
I
something,
think it's
just,
Saturday, the
If I need
26th.
something, I just buy it. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure the 26th is
The
Saturday.
26th is Saturday, so your
Yeah,
birthday
Survivor
date
Series.
is actually here in studio. So, Brandy, please make yourself available. We'd love for you to be
Unless
in
you're
studio.
working, honey.
Well, I'm saying if you're working, we get it. But if you are available
I
on the
do have
20th,
a new job lined up, so
all right.
we will see.
If
Email me and tell me all about it, or tell Mom about it so we know.
If
I will,
I did see your post about going on a couple of interviews, and I'm happy to hear that one of them sounds like it is working. But if you are available, if it's going to be an issue, we would love for you to come in. Between you and Thomas, we'll bring a cake, whatever, and we'll celebrate Chief's birthday. So you are an invited guest, a special invite to come in on that Saturday to join us if you are available.
Hey, anybody
Okay,
that
I
knows
will,
us
I
can
will
come
put it
in.
in my books if I'm available.
There
if
you
I'm
go.
not working, then you can count on me.
Excellent. Maybe Chief will give us a few other names that he would like to ask to come in studio as well. But live on the air, you are getting the special invite to come join us for his birthday on the 26th.
Thanks. I feel the love.
God, I wish I had 70.
You know I love you, woman.
If we get 70 people in this room, we need everybody to bring one candle because I don't have 70 candles at home.
We'll start a fire in the studio.
Well, I got it. We'll Photoshop it on the
Studio would
cake.
be on fire, and I don't
better
know
have
if
a
70 of us
garbage
will
can.
fit in there.
We'll Photoshop the candles on the cake just for
That's
Chief.
it. There we go.
All right, Brandy, thank you, darling.
Love you, girl.
Thank you. Love
Thanks.
you guys. Bye.
All right.
Bye, honey.
With that, we're going to go to our one commercial break in hour number 2 so we can try to do something the rest of the way. God only knows.
We're doing pretty good.
No, we are. We'll discuss if we want to give away any more tickets this week. I think we got a pair that we gave away. We got a family 4-pack. I think that's it for this week.
I think so,
Because
too,
I have
yeah.
a limited number. So
Yeah.
That's it for this
So-
week, yeah?
so that with that we're going to go to our break.
There we go.
When we come back, we got
Hey, no, we got a new one. Chief moment in progress.
there you got to send that over to him. Absolutely.
I like that
All
one.
right, we'll be back right after this.
This is the story of one man's incredible journey from 350 to 200-pound weight loss and his mission to help and inspire others. Aaron Phillips. People are praising Aaron's new book with 5-star reviews. Aaron's various humorous and wildly entertaining stories portray his rise as a sports announcer, his encounters with exotic and irregular entertainers on the Las Vegas Strip through his long-running Vegas Unwrapped radio show, and his contagious and positive style of pursuing success. Call now or visit our website or Amazon now to get your copy of Let My Voice Speak to You, stories from a Hall of Fame radio personality. Order now.
What's up, man? It's your boy, Fatu. I'm here with my man, Big Chief. I need you to check out the podcast, Thoughts Count Anywhere.
This is the Essential Character EC3 on behalf of my dear friends at Thoughts Count Anywhere. The podcast for your mind when you need deep thinking about all things sports and entertainment.
Hello, this is Martin Casals, a.k.a. Marty the Mob, and you're watching the Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. Enjoy!
This is Impact Wrestling's Dash and Chris Bay, the ultimate finesser, former Finesse Division champion, and you're listening to Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast.
Thoughts Count Anywhere. Y'all watching it. This is my new tag team partner, Steve-O, a.k.a. Zeus, from the hit movie Friday, and from No Holds Barred.
Hi, I'm Sean Navarri. Listen to Thoughts Count Anywhere for all your wrestling news.
Hey, what's going on? This is Axe, and I'm smashing the demolition. And we want to invite you to watch every Saturday morning. Thoughts Count Anywhere.
The Ultimate Women of Wrestling power bombs into the House of Blues Las Vegas Friday, December 9th. There will be 8 exciting matches, including 3 UWW titles being crowned for the very first time, featuring world-class wrestling stars such as Santana Garrett, Lady Tapa, Tessa Blanchard, Miranda Elise, Renee Michelle, Katie Forbes, the Renegade Twins, Zeta Zhang, Maserati, and many others. Don't miss UWW number 3, Friday, December 9th at House of Blues Las Vegas, located inside the Mandalay Bay Casino and Resort. For information and tickets, visit uwwevents.com.
Go Live Vegas Studios, a unique multi-camera social media virtual content creators paradise. We offer high-end services using live streaming and film production for your personal or corporate, commercial or event and campaign needs. Pre-record or live stream to your audience on multiple social media platforms simultaneously. Fun and interactive with social media comments, phone lines, live remotes, audio Foley sounds, and Snapchat filters. Be creative, get recognized, and make money. We help you by providing an all in-house production team. Visit our website at golive.vegas.
Hey, welcome back to Thoughts Count Anywhere.
We were having a senior moment. I was anyway. I was asking serious questions.
We have a new sign has been altered by our resident graphic artist, Mr. Matt. That now when
I used Photoshop for actually.
That he used Photoshop for.
I'm right now.
It's on its way.
I'm going to learn how to use Photoshop, folks. See, I asked, and I got to preface it now. I asked a serious, honest question. That's how much I know about computers. I know how to turn it on, I know how to turn it off, and I have a certain few programs on here that I use, and that's it. I don't have Twitter, I don't have photos, I don't know anything about any of that stuff. Okay, I just don't care to use it, you know. Now, if that's a senior moment, it's a senior moment, and y'all can criticize me.
No, the
for it.
question was the senior moment.
Well,
not using it.
You know, using it might be a senior moment too, buddy. You don't know.
That's going to be a whole nother show.
This is Chief on Photoshop. This is Chief not on Photoshop. You choose.
Yep.
All right, let's finish up some news from AEW. We got birthdays to go over. We still got some stuff to do.
Put the cheaters on.
All right. During a face-to-face confrontation, Saraya revealed that she has been cleared to wrestle and will face Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, at Full Gear.
You know, I'm okay with that, but I've got one question. Why aren't they using the 41-0 against Britt Baker? Saraya just comes right in and goes to the forefront.
Who's 41-0?
Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill, that's what I thought.
Why has AEW never used Jade Cargill and DMD in a match?
I think they're saving that for like Britt Baker's going to be the one to beat Jade Cargill, guaranteed.
So is that, you're saying that's a pay-per-view moment?
That'll be like probably
double,
like
double or nothing.
Probably one of the next couple pay-per-views.
Yeah, I'll take it out here, absolutely.
The title she has, she still's wearing the other title, right? Jade
Yes,
Cargill?
she's still the TBS
So is that
champion.
sort of like the Intercontinental belt, the way it used to be
I
used?
would say so,
Okay.
yes.
It is, but she's like the only like actual reigning women's champion in AEW because Toni Storm is the interim women's champion.
Go figure.
I hate that title. I swear to God.
But I, you know, being honest, and I'm not taking anything away from Saraya at
Mhm.
all. I'm so glad she's back. She's going to get back in the ring.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm very happy for that because she is a stellar performer. But does she deserve right now to go up against a Britt Baker?
So let me ask you this question. When Charlotte Flair comes back, do you not think she's going to be inserted into the championship picture
I'm
right
not
away?
talking about Charlotte.
No, I'm just comparing scenarios. I'm comparing scenarios.
I don't care. I'm not talking about Charlotte Flair. I'm talking about
Usually you do.
Wait a minute.
I know where you're
So
at.
because
I'm-
Soraya is the name she is.
Does this say AEW report or WWE report?
It's whatever
So
I want it
for
to be.
Soraya coming back and as big as name as
I'm
she
just
is,
asking comparison situations. That's all.
are you trying to say she should be going to like AEW Dark going against Sky Blue?
Negative. I am not. But I'm saying she needs to have a few more matches before she gets up to Britt Baker, to Toni Storm, and to the aforementioned 41-0 Jade Cargill. That's all.
When you're that big of a
That's
name, why
all.
would you start from the? You don't have to start from the bottom. You go to
I'm
the top.
not saying for her to start at the damn
So
bottom.
where would have been a better spot for her to come back in? If, let's say she's not in that picture. What would you have written the return? How would you have done that?
Chris Statlander.
She's injured.
No, but how would
that
you have
be
introduced
the-
her?
That would be the level of person I would introduce her with. Then she gets a couple matches under her belt, and she goes. What if she goes in and wrestles Britt, and she gets injured right away?
Well, they've already put
Then one and done.
You see what I'm saying?
I've read that when she is in the ring, no hitting from behind, nothing on the neck. So they've already put things in there to protect her, which makes sense.
Now, see that, and that's the preface I'm making.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather see her at a Jade Cargill or a Sammy Guevara's wife. Okay, at that level.
Mellow, male.
Whatever.
Tell her, man. Mellow.
Get
Mellow.
get a couple matches under her belt.
Mm-hmm.
Then she goes in, she wrestles Britt, she wrestles Jade Cargill, she wrestles Tony. Then in that time I could see her going for the championship.
So let's say she.
But
came
I
back-
just want her to have a couple matches.
No, I agree with that. You got to get some of the rust off in
And-
real ring action.
And
Not
maybe the same thing
That's
with
what training is
Charlotte.
for.
You know, with the girls and the men too. Have a couple matches to make sure you're okay.
That's what the Nightmare Factory is for.
Before
True.
you get up there.
And I want to just ask this question: when Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson made his debut at AEW, was he thrust right into the championship picture? I don't remember.
Would it have made the same impact if he would have gone after Dante Martin instead of
No.
Kenny Omega?
No, it would not. Same
Because
thing
he
with-
hasn't wrestled in years.
And the same thing with Adam Cole when he debuted. Now he wasn't. These guys were not injured and out for like Soraya's been for 5 years. I get that, but impact. That of the
How the hell are we
return.
talking about impact?
The return.
Photoshop.
The return has to have that wow factor, and I
Yeah.
think that's what you're talking about. And I agree. I agree. I think anybody who's been out for any extended period of time should not be thrust right into the title picture immediately. I do agree that there should be a little build up somehow, some way before that person gets thrust into the major storyline of a title.
You know, I worried about when Daniel Bryan come back.
Sure.
I want to say, I kind of said the same thing with him. I don't want to, I don't want to see him get injured.
Right.
And okay, if I say it this way, if Saraya has a squash match or two before she gets thrusted up into the big picture, are we okay with that?
From Twitter, DC at Darren Connolly asks, John Moxley is probably going to lose the AEW title next weekend, and I'm not ready. Yet another pay-per-view loss, and in a title match again, no less, is just so deflating. That's an interesting point.
I like Moxley as champion, but oh my God, I want to see MJF as champion.
I think at this point, MJF sort of has to win it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has, 2 years left on his contract? Year and
Yeah.
a half?
Allegedly.
Supposedly,
Yeah.
year and a half? Okay.
Dustin Rose says he has less than a year, if anybody cares.
So
I do.
So the question is, if
It'll be Gold Dust in less than a year.
the question is if he beats Mox,
Yes.
okay, who goes up against MJF next?
Ethan Page, that winter is coming.
Does Hangman try to get his belt back? Does Kenny Omega return by that point to try to get the belt?
Good.
Right. Well, I think the Elite are going to go after the trios titles, get those
I
belts
have
back.
one thought,
Okay.
and it was a gentleman that he put through a lot of crap when supposedly he worked for MJF, some big hulking guy.
Right.
that might be the guy that could possibly be in line to challenge.
And you got
MJF.
and you got Wardlow, right?
That's who I'm talking about.
This from Vince out on Twitter at Vincey1991. Dynamite didn't hit a million fans. Think Full Gear is mid, and now problems with Eddie Kingston and MJF talking shit to each other on Twitter. When will this nightmare end, bro? AEW is in the mud, according to this person.
So does that mean when MJF is backstage this week, Eddie Kingston's going to go up and backhand him, and we get another suspension?
Will you explain that to me?
Well, basically what he's saying is that there's problem. The way I read that, with the backstage problems in AEW, and now you got Kingston and MJF doing their stuff on social media and all this stuff that's been going on. That it's a lot of people believe that that's a bad sign for AEW and is stuck in the mud and is not going forward.
All right, I want to just throw this out there. Earlier in the week, Thomas and I were chatting, and I brought up Nick Aldis and Billy Corrigan.
Mm-hmm.
And, as I made a comment to Tom, I said, we really don't know what goes on backstage behind the curtains, nor should we. Okay, nor should we as fans. Now, what I'll say is, did you ever think that maybe MJF and this is in response to this gentleman, MJF and Kingston are doing something on Twitter to possibly build a storyline?
Hopefully, that'd be great.
Okay, it's not about personally, but building a storyline and getting the fans to interact to it,
just like he did.
Thank you.
That's what these social media tiffs that we watch and see. Whether there's realism or it's part of a storyline, we really don't know. We're like for years the Twitter war that went on between Becky and Charlotte. Are they really that not? No. Are they really not that friendly with each other like they used to? So. You're right. We don't know what's going on and how stories unfold. The only time we'll know if they're real or not is when we see it happen in front of our eyes. Nick Aldis, is he going to be gone? It says he's gone. Corrigan has suspended him and took away his shot at a title.
I wasn't going to bring anything else up because it's on the wrench.
No, but we're crossing lines on all of these topics. But until we see these things happen, right? Everybody believed that so-and-so was going to sign with so-and-so, but they show up over here. And the Twitter conversations that go on. And you're the one, and it's funny you say that, Chief, because you're the one that always boasts about the stuff that's read on the dirt sheets.
Yep.
Why are we putting stock into it? Well, number one, because it gives us food for fodder to talk about on these shows and for people to react to on Twitter. But like what he's talking about there with Kingston and MJF, we don't know what's going to unfold until we actually see it and how legit these social media wars really were or are at this time. Historian?
Yeah, hopefully this leads to some sort of storyline between MJF and Kingston and not another backstage brawl that leads to a suspension.
And speaking of which, CM Punk was seen for the first time since that event. I'm glad that's called a good segue. Makes first public appearance since the All Out Brawl, returning to MMA commentary for CFFC on UFC Fight Pass. Jeez, there's a lot of UFCs.
I love it.
He even made a comment kind of towards the AEW brawl. He goes, I think tonight I'm going to comment on the fights and not be in them.
There you go. Chris Green on Twitter at ChrisJ_Green, and that's Green with an E on the end. Is Jeff Jarrett the ultimate carny in wrestling? You know what? Is he really intended to bring? Is his screen time the last couple of weeks helping when you're seeing other talent like Miro, as a name that comes to mind, not get the? This is the old WWE storyline.
Yeah.
These guys are coming back, taking time away on television from the people sitting in catering. Is he really doing anything at this point? And does he really need to be doing this stuff?
No. Like I said last week.
He does. He's probably got bills to pay, so
Well, I'm sure he's paid handsomely to be in the background anyway.
But
vice president of AEW, I'm sure you're paid fine.
But shit, he couldn't even run. He buried his own company he had, so...
He's done that like 3 times.
And he had one that never got off the ground.
He's like the little cat of wrestling. He always lands on his feet somehow. He was in GCW, Ric Flair's last match, WWE, and AEW all in a year.
So Chris, thanks for that comment because I think you're right on. He is a carny.
All right. You know what time it is? before we lose time.
Happy birthday to you.
It is that time, and I'm reading the preview
Happy
window up
birthday
here.
to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's put that up there.
Happy birthday to you.
So Uncle Howdy Hooper, Hooksy, on Twitter at Puto_Takagi. Okay, this person needs Jamie Hayter to lose to Tony Storm at AEW Full Gear, but then beat Jade Cargill for the TBS Championship and Britt Baker at Revolution and Double or Nothing, but not necessarily in that order. So obviously a Jamie Hayter fan.
I
like Jamie Hayter.
Richie Garcia from Minnesota, my good friend. Well done. Hey, good to see you, buddy. Hopefully we'll see you in about an hour and 10 minutes as well.
I like Jamie Hayter.
Yeah.
I do too.
Haters going to hate. Haters are going to hate. You never know. With that, you know what time it is from today to next Friday.
Happy birthday.
We want to celebrate birthdays for everybody out there. Remember, if you have a birthday coming up in that following week, post it on our Facebook page or email us to our website at thoughtscountanywhere.com. It's been a while since we've talked about our website. Shirts galore. I have a funny feeling that Chiefs Moment's going to be a new shirt as well, like you said. So if you're celebrating a birthday today, you are celebrating a birthday with the following: Disco Inferno, Lena Yada, and Matt Capitelli. November 13th, Sunil Singh, Sarah Del Rey. On the 14th, Albert Tenzai. Is that the same person?
Yep.
You were trying to sneak that by me, weren't you? La Parca and Kalisto. Now he's actually one of the head trainers at the Performance Center, which is kind of interesting.
Yes, he is.
The 15th, your brother Randy Macho Man Savage. Snap into a birthday. Oh, yeah. Seema Tegan Knox. I think my chest now hurts from doing that. Nobody was born on November 16th, so sorry. On the 17th, Jay Bradley, Miko Satomura, and that's it because nobody of wrestling note was on November 18th. What's that? We have a birthday that we don't know about, Mr. Matt?
Aaron's
birthday
is the 17th.
The 17th? Wow.
Facebook, buddy.
So our very own producer is getting a mention for birthdays. Put yourself on screen there, Mr. Producer. I know, trust me, I know he's turning 75 and giving a run for it. Don't wow me with all the birthday crap you give me throughout the year. There he is, celebrating a birthday this Tuesday the 17th. Happy birthday, Mr. Producer.
Happy birthday, Mr. Producer.
In all seriousness, is hitting the big 5-0, Chief. You remember what that was like, don't you?
Hell no.
You couldn't even come up with that one. You were thinking. I know, I had you.
50.
Happy birthday to all of you out there celebrating.
50 was a year after I retired from the Navy.
Really?
Yeah, I retired at 49. I went
10 years before Pearl Harbor.
I went in. That's not a joke.
You crossed the line. Takes it back. He's sorry. There you go. But get back to.
I still love you, but that's not a joke.
But your point, 1 year was you retired at 49. How many years did you put in at 49?
27.
27 years.
Nice.
Wow.
Went in at 22.
Wow.
I skipped rope, drank coke, and smoked dope for 4 or 5 years before I went into service and cleaned up.
I was going to say, going in probably helped you, didn't it?
Oh shit, straightened me out tremendously.
And by the way, my good friend Frank Pizarro was also a Navy man.
Yeah.
I saw his picture. I know he was a military. I didn't realize he was Navy.
Your buddy that's on here with you Thursdays is a Navy man also.
Yes, George, G-Man.
Yeah,
G-Man
Mr. G.
Nicholas, that's right.
Mr. G is
that's
a
right.
Navy man.
Oh,
He's a
that's
yeoman.
That's right. Yo, man, get over here.
Like I was.
What is the rank of a yeoman? What in terms of in the Navy?
The yeoman is your specialty.
Okay.
What you do in the service. The rank is how you advance up.
Like management?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So a yeoman is a specific job, position.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So when somebody...
Normally, yeomen and personnel men run administrative and personnel office.
Gotcha. So when people say, like, somebody does a good job well done, they go, that was a yeoman job you did. That's a compliment, right?
It's a compliment.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
I never knew that. I didn't realize yeoman was a specific position versus a ranked position, as you say. Well, right on. See?
Yeah,
There's your Veterans Day moment, ladies and gentlemen.
I was a
You didn't know
yeoman
that.
and Liz was a personnel man. And that's how we met.
Really?
In Jacksonville.
Oh, well, there you go.
Florida.
All right. See,
That's where we got married.
Right on.
At the air station.
So a celebratory Veterans Day to Liz, too. I never knew that.
Yeah, Liz did 10 years.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Now she's doing more time with you.
She's put up.
See what I mean?
You know, you made it, and You made a comment, and let me elaborate
Yeah.
on it. We talk about veterans.
Sure.
But you know what? If it wasn't for our spouses doing the yeoman's job, we wouldn't be where we were at in the military.
And all family members that
Sure.
support military. But you're right. Spouses are the closest, right?
Believe me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't even want to first of all, to try to fathom to be a veteran, someone who served. I can't even, you know.
You know what? This is just me. I enjoyed what I did for 27 years. I would do it again if they were to call today and say, you need to come, you need to go back, we need you. I've got a bag packed at home.
You have a go bag?
Yeah, I'm ready to go right now.
I don't doubt it. I think most veterans probably feel that way.
We do.
I went to Outback last night, and this is almost
And
echoing.
like I said, I did get a lot of coffee yesterday.
I'm sure you did.
And man, it was good.
I'm sure
Still
you did.
hyped up on it.
Yeah, bud.
There's something about me and Outback meeting veterans. You guys, I shared you the story years ago. Vietnam vet, I bought him a beer, and he thought I gave him a gold bar.
Sure.
So we go there again last night. We sat at the bar, and sitting to my left was a gentleman by himself, and he's enjoying dinner. And something just told me that he was a veteran. I don't know why. I just had that instinct. So, we're talking to him and whatnot. So I was telling the gal, the server, the bartender, or something. The way we ordered it, I had to order an extra side where we ordered our steaks, right?
Correct.
So I jokingly said, you have a discount for teachers? Because, I'm in this school district,
Absolutely.
jokingly. And she goes, well, I can give you 10%. Because usually if you walk into Outback, you show your AARP card, you get a discount anyway because of those relationships. So, that's great. Thank you very much. And then my wife leans into me and says, idiot, we have gift cards. So that 10% don't mean shit. Okay, well, there you go. So, but that's fine. But actually, kudos to her because she did take 10% off my bill before the gift card. Before all that happened, the bartender told this gentleman, Happy Veterans Day. And so, boop, antennas went up. We're just served. He was in the Coast Guard. Didn't see action, but he was stationed in California. But he served. I said, to me, Coast Guard is military. I mean, it doesn't get the props, right?
It absolutely is.
When you hear, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, you see never hear Coast Guard. Is that a cousin of the Navy?
Not really.
No, they're their own. There's no
They're
relation.
their
Okay.
own- no, they're
I thought they
their
were
own
like the
branch.
lifeguards of the Navy.
They're their
just
own.
in case.
They're
Well,
their
yeah,
own-
I mean, they
they're
do go
their
out.
own branch.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
And they're
I just saw because they were on the water. They were
their
water service.
school, their main headquarters is up in Rhode Island.
And didn't Kevin Costner?
Or Massachusetts.
Kevin
I mean.
Costner played a role in.
Yeah.
Was it The Guardian? Not
Yeah.
The Guardian. Well, he did too. One was The Guardian where he was with Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
But was it The Guardian also? The Coast Guard with Ashton Kutcher and all that?
Sure, if the Coast Guards are in trouble, they call the Navy SEALs.
Negative. Let me. But let me tell you a true story.
Yeah.
You're out at sea.
Mm-hmm.
You have a ship out there that you're patrolling,
Mm-hmm.
and in order to make a drug bust at sea,
Mm-hmm.
actually the Coast Guard becomes in charge, and
They're like the legal entity.
They have
Wow.
the
Full
legal-
control?
Yes, even when we would go on with them,
Right.
as support.
Sure, they're in control
They're
of the
in
scene.
control of the sea.
So this gentleman, Coast Guard, hear the whole thing. So I asked the bartender. I said, "Do me a favor." Not even thinking about it. I said, "Take the 10% that you were going to offer to me because I forgot we had the gift cards, and please add it to this gentleman's bill as a thank you." Well, he looked at me. He was very gracious, and the bartender said, "I wish I could, but because he's military, he's already getting a discount." I said, "So what? Give him an extra 10%. I don't care." They can't do that. They can't duplicate discounts, which is a shame. I really wanted to, but she took it off my bill anyway. But yeah, so it's listen, military should be thanked every minute of every day, no matter what.
Heck yeah.
Spouse support. Everybody involved with the military, either direct.
That's the best card in the world.
That's
right
your
there.
military card, right?
That's the best
So
card. In the
we tip our cap to everybody within the military family, active, retired, family, whatever. Everybody that makes the military run, we salute you. But anyway, so birthdays, everything is good to go. Let's go back into our pop culture because we only have a minute or two. Voice actor Kevin Conroy, known for being Batman, passed away at 66 after a short battle with cancer.
Young man.
Young man. Also, we lost Gallagher yesterday.
Yeah.
If the name Sledge-O-Matic rings a bell for his best routine.
A lot of watermelons.
A lot of watermelons. The watermelon industry was not happy when he stopped
I
performing.
remember when I saw his show and they used to give us the raincoats
Yes.
to put on because of him.
So it initially started with watermelons, but then as the shows progressed, he took other items, fruit, vegetables, metals, whatever. So we lost Gallagher as well this past weekend. So, want to just give mention to them as well. All right, guys, dare I say today's show was fun. Would be off the charts, would not be the right adjective.
Hey, we had some laughs, and that's good for the soul.
Some laughs? I think we had a week's worth of laughs
lot.
in a matter of 15 minutes.
We got
this week.
more. We got next week, too.
Yes, we do. Congratulations to our winners, Carlos and Brandy. We'll
Yes.
get those tickets set up there. We'll have more tickets to give away next week's show.
Absolutely.
Again, as of right now, 99.9% certain that an interview with Tessa Blanchard will happen on our show next week. Matt, final thoughts.
Everybody have a good, safe week. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your time with family. Thank a veteran every day. Have a good week.
Chief.
Hey, Chief enjoyed the show this week. To all you folks out there, please, please, please be safe and have a great week. Chief over and out.
Thomas.
Everyone be safe. Have a great week.
All right, short and sweet. There you go. Just a reminder.
Go to
join me-
Albertsons and cause havoc.
Please no. No. Please no.
Because Matt said so.
What one does he work at?
Yeah, which one do you work at now? Did you get
Charles-
transferred?
Charleston and Sloan.
You got transferred back.
And you
though.
gave the real one.
It's all right. It's fine.
Smart.
Oh my gosh.
It's fine. Come shop.
Be kind to Albertsons employees. Why?
Yes,
Because Thomas
please.
said
Yes,
so.
please.
You know what?
It's busy right now.
Over the Thanksgiving holidays coming up and everything, and Christmas and everything. You know what, folks? Let's just be nice to each other when we go out.
We will be on the air, by the
No.
way. At least that's the tentative plans. It's Saturday. It's your birthday. Now that we have the birthday, we have to be on the air that Saturday
No,
after
we don't.
Thanksgiving.
I got one final note. Cranberry sauce sucks. Don't buy it.
I'm not a fan of
Unless
that.
it's ocean spray.
Join me
then
at the
buy
top of
all
the hour
it.
on Aaron's Hour. Priscilla Moy, actress, entertainer, model, will be joining me to talk about her career. As always, be kind to everybody. Why is that all I have? We'll see you next week right here. Thoughts count anywhere.